This is an important message about coronavirus. With coronavirus still spreading, those who are most likely to get seriously ill must take extra precautions. You are at a higher risk for getting seriously ill if you are over 65 or if you have any serious underlying medical conditions, like heart disease, chronic lung disease, like asthma, diabetes, or if you're undergoing cancer treatment. If you're at a higher risk for getting seriously ill, it's essential you take extra care to protect yourself. Stay home, avoid close contact with others, wash your hands frequently with soap and water for 20 seconds, disinfect frequently touched objects like doorknobs and light switches. The choices you make are critical, and their impact is significant.
Hi, I'm Paul Pearson of StarTime. Did you know that back in the 1930s, Rainier Avenue Radio operated out of a supply closet in the Columbia City Sea First Bank? Well, times have changed and so have we. Now you can hear all the great Rainier Avenue Radio shows on our mobile app for Android and iPhone. It's completely free on the Google Play Store and the iPhone App Store. The Rainier Avenue Radio app.
Join Rainier Avenue Radio from 5 to midnight for Sunday evening sound sessions. Jazz from the cabinets, from Big Pop.
That's right. It's time once again for Jazz from the Cabinets.
Sergio LaCour's Love Line.
It's Sergio's Love Lines with Sergio LaCour. Go to the phone line. Tell her who we talking to.
Sage Prince, Just My Opinion.
This is Sage, and that's just about going to do it for the first half of Just My Opinion.
K-Fox Night Beat with Nasty Nets Rodriguez.
The beat of the Fox. K-Fox Night Beat, Nasty Net.
You know what? You're going to listen from 5 to midnight. Just turn it on and don't stop. DJ Alibaba, the underground surround sound start time. Paul Pearson.
Tuning in. My name is Paul Pearson.
Sunday evening
This is
sound sessions on Rainier Avenue Radio. Trust me, you'll be listening the entire time from 5 to midnight. Sunday evening, your sound session on Rainier Avenue Radio.
We must all remain committed to slow the spread of coronavirus, taking care of ourselves and not putting others in harm's way, especially those already at high risk of getting seriously ill, including people over 65 or those with underlying medical conditions.
All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are at the sporting event of the city here in Seattle tonight in the West Seattle Stadium. The Eastside Catholic Crusaders kicking the ball off to the O'Day Fighting Irish. The ball goes out of the end zone, and O'Day will get the ball first. This is the annual Catholic Tilt, and it is just one of the biggest games in the state of Washington.
Exactly.
Jay Yeezy and Juan Cotto touching bases with you live from one of the most beautiful urban stadiums in the country, West Seattle Stadium. And you and I had some experiences here, and West Seattle's still an old girl that plays real well to the people.
Oh, yes, very much so. And if you golf, we're right next door to the golf course.
The O'Day Fighting Irish, the Eastside Catholic Crusaders. Need I say more? The Irish come out in split backs. Yep. Jason Brown, the everyday running back, gets the ball. They pull power, and Eastside Catholic has that diagnosed.
Closed it down. They're running their typical two-back set, two splits, wide outs, left and right. Eastside is running their standard. They run a standard 4.
Number 77 for Eastside Catholic, A.J. Duapo, small, shorter guy.
Yeah.
Shorter guy, but he plays defensive tackle. He's very stocky.
Yeah.
Very quick off the football. And
4.
Irish in the I formation to give to the fullback. And a nice, tough fullback run.
Still running.
That's a Pete Banaszak type of run. He puts the football on the ground. He puts the football on the ground. And Eastside Catholic says they've come up with it. Was the forward progress stop?
No, I think they're going to call him down or forward progress. Hold on. Let's see what they calls it.
He's saying something. He's going to call it. He's calling it third down.
Yeah. I thought he was down, Juan. You know, forward progress is a term of the past. You know that, right?
Well, I tell you, when I see the NFL, a lot of terms are terms of the past.
Plus pushing from behind, you know, that kind of thing too.
Brian Phillips, I believe that was number 8. Quinn White, the 6'2" senior, took that carry for the Irish.
Oh,
that's on a third and about 1.
Deep set eye.
Little sweep to Jason Brown. He goes to his left. He is met by
Eastside
Catholic's number 20. It looked like he was going to get the first down,
Yep.
but that was quickly shut down.
They closed it off. They, as they say, scraped that line of scrimmage and kept him from turning upfield to any extent. So it is fourth down, Juan.
Cody Thumbler, number 20, Mike. He was the one that really got over there quick. And on Jason Brown, the All-American running back, he stopped him for no gain. So here comes the Irish out, and it looks like they're going to go for it.
Yep.
The Irish in split backs, and they go to the quarterback. I don't know, Jay Yeezy.
No,
Tell me.
He got stopped. They penetrated. Too much penetration between the guards.
Andre Arugio tries the quarterback sneak on 4th and 1 at the O'Day. That looks like it's the 30-yard line.
Yep.
29, actually, and he gains nothing. 2 plays in a row, a sweep and a quarterback sneak.
Yep.
I don't think they gained an inch. It's Eastside Catholic football.
Yep. In fact, they looked like they lost about a half a foot on the point in the line of game.
Eastside Catholic, they come up to the line of scrimmage. And, Mike, they use one of those signaling systems. They got a bunch of pictures.
Yeah, I see
this
that.
This is the one with Major League Baseball.
Yep. They got an offset eye.
The gives the running back. He starts to his left.
Oh, good
turns
team.
left, number 6.
I think you got to. It looks like
Jeremiah Burrows. Jeremiah Burrows, he's upended after maybe a gain of about a foot.
Yeah. You got a penalty, I believe.
We get a penalty on it.
No, let me see. Yeah.
Let me see. Here it goes.
I think it's holding. It's going to be holding
against Eastside Catholic. So
yeah. They try to leverage that outside and they grabbed it. They grabbed the defensive end on that side.
Where John and I are sitting here at the stadium, there are large poles. This is one of the beautiful things. This was built probably in the 1940s. They have a wonderful wooded press box, wooden bleachers on the north side, but there are poles that block our vision.
Yeah, right.
So we will be standing up and calling through the poles. Back to pass is number 11, and he hits number 45. His fullback on what they call a Texas route, short game there.
Short game.
The quarterback for Eastside Catholic is Jake, and I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. Tyron Lugu. I'm going to call him Jake.
Jake, yeah, that's good.
My ability to pronounce some of these names has left me, as many of you know. Get a lot of phone calls. What did Juan call that kid?
Yeah, well, we don't have a lot of light up here, though. Again, this is a wooden structure with not much lighting. Okay, comes up.
6'2", 210. I'm skeptical on that. I'm running a couple bills myself, and I think I'm a little bit bigger than he is.
Yep.
And I may be as tall, and I say I'm 5'8", but
tight line, decent. No, they got two splits. They get on the flank.
I certainly am not as fast as they run a counter to the left. Brown gets through the hole, and then he is stopped. And he ran real hard. I see number 4 from Eastside Catholic kind of getting up off the pile.
First down.
That's Wayne Legidoy. And it will be a first down for the Irish on the pickup run by Jason Brown.
You know, he has good leg drive, but just one guy can't stop him. I mean, you got a team, you got to double up on him, triple up on him.
And you have to wrap him up.
Yeah, you got to wrap him up.
Be able to break tackles.
Break down. Low.
That is number 24. That goes back to Malik. And Malik just gets everything kind of closed down right on top.
Yep. Well,
that's a tough run in there for the man who's playing fullback. He's going to come take himself a break, and he just got hammered by the young man that we were talking about, number 77.
Yeah, we got half a quarter gone, and both teams are playing exactly what we know they're going to do. They haven't changed anything. It's going to be
AJ Tanupio. AJ
Tanupio?
Tanupo. The way I'm going to pronounce it.
Okay.
But he was there, and he said, "You're not going very far, Malik." New fullback in for the Irish. That looks like it is back to.
Oh, he jumped. Neutral zone infraction.
Boy, that is the penalties, obviously, in high school football, college football, pro football. In a game like this, turnovers and penalties can be huge.
Yes, exactly.
And instead of a 2nd and 9, now you've got it 2nd and 4.
Right.
Much a little bit more, much easier to negotiate.
And field position is on the plus side for O'Day.
Irish with the ball on the 45-yard line. It's like a power play to the right. Jason Brown kind of maneuvers around the line. That was number 13 by Eastside Catholic. That's our man.
That's hard to see.
Styler Shree. Styler makes a big hit, and he stops him with about a yard to go. So pick up a 3 for Jason Brown on that play. And that makes it 3rd down and about 1. I don't think they have the down box close enough over there on the other side of the field.
They needed to move it up some.
And that is a nice play by Antonio Ruscio. He busts through the line. The quarterback number 7. Anton Aruzio. He rolls to his right, turns upfield, found daylight, and he gets dragged down in the secondary after a gain of about 9.
Yep.
So now it is going to be 1st down and 10 for the Irish. The ball is on the Eastside Catholic 35. 3:41 to go in a very, very fast first quarter.
Deep set eye again. No, handoff, first guy through.
And he's got a run going on the right side. He's to the 10, he's to the 5, inside the 5.
He's at about the 1.
That's Ryan Phillips.
That was a delay handoff to the first guy. Actually, not delay. The first guy through. And they keyed on the deep setback, and I formation. First guy through.
I'm sorry, that's Quinn White with the carry. Yep. Quinn White.
1st and goal at the 1.
Eastside Catholic was able to chase it down, but it was down on the 5-yard line. I had him inside, but they called him where he was down on contact.
Oh, yeah, they did call him. It is 1st and goal on the 5.
1st and goal for the 5. The
tight line.
To the left.
Tight line.
Oh, Jason Brown.
He's in. Touchdown.
So, Jason Brown.
And that short pitch.
First.
Yep. He made that wonderful cut on that short pitch and cut back inside end and tackle. Good job. I mean, he saw the hole.
81 yards for the Irish on the drive, and they are in the end zone, and that puts the Irish up 6-0. And you can hear it really clearly. The band is right next to us.
Yes. And they even have a
Here come the Irish in for the extra point. The Irish kicker, number 83. That's Brandon
It's good.
Blake. And it
Straight
is through.
So 3 minutes to go in this quarter. Let's see what Eastside Catholic comes up with.
And let me get the number right again, because that's the kicker is actually number 33. And that will be for the Irish. That's not Montre Jenkins, is it?
No.
Owen Livingston.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Owen Livingston is the kicker.
He's their kicker, right?
He knocks it through.
Yep,
So with that, it's 7 for the Irish. It is 0 for Eastside Catholic. They'll get their second possession with 3:04 in the first quarter.
Yep.
Rainier Avenue Radio.world, our community radio station, your community radio station, calling the game for you live and free.
Yeah, free.
If you like free. If you don't like free stuff, then don't pay $75 to get the annual membership at one of those services.
Yep.
But here it's free. We are under the lights. It is a beautiful night here in West Seattle Stadium. A stadium where when I was in high school, I was a spotter up in the press box, and there's about enough room in that press box for a couple of ants, the scoring person, and I don't know how the coaches were up there with headsets on. It's so
I know.
small.
It's too
You
small.
can hear each other. You can hear all the things going on.
Well, you can hear everything that's going on up there in that booth. Hey, no surprises, right, Juan? These teams are going to do what they do against each other. There's nothing different.
Owen Livingston has the ball teed up on the 45-yard line. His foot hits it. It's a
Grounding, balling, bouncing around.
It's picked up by Eastside Catholic. The third man led it to the 57-yard line. He just ran to his right and then ran out of bounds. And Eastside Catholic will start this drive, I believe, on about the 27-yard line.
27.
We'll see how Eastside Catholic responds. And I don't think they've seen anybody just drive the ball down the field like that. And that was all running plays.
It was all running plays, right? Yeah. Like I said, O'Day does nothing different on this in this game that we've seen in the past. Nothing different.
Jaden Reyes, a senior, 5'10", 175, was a return man on that play. Here comes Eastside Catholic, two to his right. And it looks
double wideouts. Oh, he fumbled the ball.
He fumbles the snap,
and he
gets it up, and look at him run. He runs that ball and picks up 12 yards. Is that a designed play?
I don't think so.
You don't think that was a designed play?
No, he's lucky to get the
drop the snap, it bounces back in your hands.
Well,
and you just run right up the middle. I would play that again.
Well, you know what happens? Everyone relaxes, and they say, all of a sudden, hey, he grabbed it, and he's running at us.
I want to see if they practice that. I wonder what they call it.
Yeah.
Call it direct snap fumble.
Direct snap fumble. Fool the defense. They've changed their formation. They're running double wide out. They're spreading now. I mean, Eastside is spread.
Eastside Catholic is a spread offense. You've
spread
probably
offense.
Seen them before. If they resemble anybody to me, they spread you out. It's those old Florida teams with Urban Meyer. They spread you out to run the football.
Yep.
Snap and the give.
No, he wasn't set. I think there's illegal procedure on the fact that he wasn't set. He moved and set. He shifted. Yeah.
They gave the ball to Burrows. And let me tell you something. Number 70 for Eastside Catholic, Jaden Cruz Ellis. He's not a little guy.
Yeah.
Jaden Cruz Ellis is a big man. They call that. Was that
illegal procedure? He didn't get set. He shift. You have to wait a full count before you start to play. If you shift, and he didn't, he became a wing back.
Number 75, PJ Vua Lata Alevu. Those are some big people up there for Eastside Catholic, Coach.
Yep, they are. They got an eye set. They're running a double wide out left.
Officials call timeout.
What's going on?
Want to talk about something? 2:22. I always like the show Room 222.
Oh yeah, that was
one of my favorites.
Yeah,
for those of us who remember that, there's a lot of young folks who.
Yeah, but it was kind of somewhat unrealistic because that's not how real teachers are.
No, they weren't. Certainly not.
They didn't look that good.
Hollywood is its own place.
Yeah,
right?
I know.
Got two receivers to the left. I've got
one wide out. Yeah.
Tight end over that side.
Straight handoff.
To Jeremiah Burrows. And
Whoa.
Burrows explodes up the line. And he easily picks up about 10 yards on just what looked to me was a straight dive out of the pistol formation.
Yeah, it was the 1st and 15 because of that legal procedure. He gained most of that and then some back.
Let's make it 2nd down and 5 to go.
Yep.
See what they call it on the scoreboard. I think I'm right. Ball's on the 48-yard line.
You're right.
Of Eastside Catholic, 2 yards away from midfield with 1:48 to go in the first quarter.
Double left. Wing back.
Gives the ball to Jeremiah. Jeremiah breaks outside. He may have some run. Makes a nice 50 move. He picks up. That was all on Jeremiah.
Yeah, they're hooking that defensive end. He's not keeping his, as they say, outside arm and leg free, right? He's getting hooked.
Especially with that big body, number 77 for Eastside Catholic, as we said. Those guys are big, but they're very nimble. A.J. Panopo, he was able to hook that guy.
He got him in.
And hit him, and Jeremiah did the rest.
Yep.
So after a gain of about 7 yards, the ball is now on the O'Day 44-yard line. And with 1:37 to go, it looks like there was a timeout.
Mm-hmm.
You are live at West Seattle Stadium. Juan Cotto, very popular Rainier Avenue radio personality. Jay Easy, Coach John Yasutake. And hopefully all of you are with us tonight under a brilliant night in Seattle. Brilliant night. Beautiful day today. Maybe a little bit on the chilly side, but
no.
You go out in that parking lot tonight, and let me tell you something. Even over in the tightwad corner, there's still O'Day alumni. They are sitting over there, and they are eating food, and they are watching the game right over there. They're not coming into the stadium. They're just gonna sit over there and have a good time.
They were having the grilling and the thrilling over there in that corner when we came in. We saw the smoke from the grills.
They call Georgia, Florida, the world's largest cocktail
party. Right.
Well, this I would call the O'Day Eastside Catholic. I don't know what kind of party this is. Just a big just out in the parking lot tonight, the energy, the food, the fun, people just having a great time, enjoying themselves. And here comes, we're coming out. Is that Principal Jim Walker? What's going on? So they're going to midfield. I think they may be telling there may be some things going on in the huddles that we're not seeing.
Yeah.
And I've had this happen a couple times, Coach, and I think you probably have too, where the officials are coming out. And they're just going to say, "Hey, we're going to knock some of this stuff off."
Yeah, control the game. They're going to control the game, man. We don't want it to get out of hand. This is a big game, biggest in the state.
You know, and I know a lot of people listening to the broadcast. I know a lot of fans don't think about this, but when you're coaching the game, and you and I have both been coaches at the high school level, and you said it, getting people back off the line of scrimmage, for example, making sure that everyone's see what they're saying out there. Is, and
after the play, keep your mouth shut, get back to the huddle.
Jim Walker, the principal of O'Day, is on the field, and he's talking to the official in the white hat. So they're having a conversation about something going on. Monty Kohler's bringing his team together. Looks like Dominic Dass is doing the same thing over on the other side. They're going to get this game under control right now. And it's not going to be chippy. And I think Monty Kohler's saying, "Hey, guys, let's knock off the talking and let's go out here and let's play some good football."
Because you know what happens? The talking in, and then you get the cheap shots. You know that.
And then guys, could potentially, number one, they could get hurt. Number two, they could get left off the field. So,
and out of the game.
So let's set this up for you. We just had a conference with the officials, bringing everybody together. The principal of O'Day was out on the field. I didn't see the principal of Eastside Catholic out on the field. So everybody is kind of calming everything down.
Again, it is a big game, but it's still a game.
The officials brought the captains, and that's a great job, especially in the game of this magnitude. First down and 10, 136, 135 to go on the clock. 3 to his right. Jake claps his hands a couple times. The fullback goes in motion. They go at the slip screen.
It's not.
Sage Salopek.
Man, they read that really quick.
Salopek cannot be blocked. And number 10, Asa Thompson, goes down for a gain, actually a loss of 1 on an attempted screenplay.
Well, in the sequence of plays, the slip screen is not timely. You got to run other plays to build up and set up that slip screen, players outside, down and outside, that kind of thing.
58 seconds to go. Irish 7, the Crusaders 0. Crusaders driving at the 45-yard line.
No,
Eastside Catholic, Jake with the football.
they're in their 4-4. Okay.
Spencer's right. Comebacks.
Oh, delay handoff.
He's got some
Reverse.
yards. Jeremiah's at the 40 to the 30.
Yeah.
He goes out of bounds at the 30-yard line on a counter run and 15-yard gain by Jeremiah Burrows.
Good counter. Everyone flowed to the left, and he cut the counter to the right. He gained, what, you say 15?
You've seen this play a million times. The running back steps to his right, the backside guard tackle
come the other way.
The flow goes the opposite way where everybody thinks the ball is supposed to be going. They seal off the backside. The two guys from the backside come, kick out the guys on that side. Work to perfection. Eastside Catholic first down. Ball on the 30.
Oh, no. That was a movement. What you do is when you to negate the counters, you tell your guys on the backside of the play, stay at home. Right? You taught that. You coached that. Because once you start flowing and they come back, you can't recover.
What we would say is read your keys.
Right.
Read your keys. If you pop the keys properly and you're going the direction you're supposed to go, you should run right into the play.
Yeah.
But usually what happens is they go ahead and get influenced, and that's what happened there.
Right.
And Jeremiah comes back and he's got plenty of yards.
Simple counter. Yep.
And Eric Dickerson and a number of running backs, LaDamian Tomlinson, those guys made a lot of money with that play. 7-6-5. Here comes Eastside Catholic. I think they're going to let it run down. And that will be the first quarter from West Seattle Stadium. It is the O'Day Fighting Irish 7. The Eastside Catholic Crusaders, they have 0, but, man, they are on the 37-yard line. We'll see if they can punch one in when we come back.
Kind of a surprising score. 7-0. O'Day.
Rainier Avenue Radio.world. Your community radio station, our community radio station, bringing you Metro Week football action. And the next couple of weeks, we are going to be having the debates. We're having city council debates. If you like politics, we talked about this before. If you like politics, we have politics coming up. Next Tuesday, we begin our live broadcast at the Seattle City Council debates. District 1 is going to be at South Seattle Community College. And I believe District 1 is at Saka.
Yeah.
Saka. And the young lady that's going against Saka.
Marion Costa versus Rob Saka.
Saka, right.
That will be this Tuesday on Rainier Avenue Radio. Also following that on Wednesday, right from the Columbia City Theater, it'll be Tammy Morales and defending her seat against Tanya Wu. That will continue on Rainier Ave on the 10th at Broadway Performance Hall. On the 13th, we'll be at UW Ballroom for District 4. District 5 will be on October the 17th at North Seattle Community College.
Even if you've had COVID before or gotten previous COVID booster shots, it is important to get this new COVID vaccine. Find a vaccination site near you, www.kingcounty.gov/vaccines.
Very important. Very important. I'm getting mine Wednesday, so the new one.
Jay Yeezy keeping himself safe for the community.
Thank you.
The clock is reset. The ball has been switched. The stakes have been placed back into the ground. It is 1st and 10. The Crusaders. Jake brings his team to the line of scrimmage. Man in motion. 1st and 15 after the penalty.
Yep.
They go with that play again. The delayed counter.
Yep.
And he picks up about 7 yards, John.
Yep. And that's a deep handoff, too. So he's really moving to get up to the line of scrimmage and make plus yardage off of that play.
I think the Irish are getting influence, and they're having a hard time in counter out there. I mean, especially when you're trying to have a little jitterbug back like that.
And he's quick. He is quick.
Not doesn't maybe have the power, or maybe not as much speed as Jason Brown, but he's a formidable player back there, Jeremiah Burrows. Jake goes ahead and he goes through his dummy signals. Everyone goes and looks to the line or to the sideline to get the play. Jake claps his hands twice.
Triple right. Oh,
he's going to run it himself. Bounces out of the tackle. And Eastside Catholic Crusaders' helmet comes off. And
he has to come out.
Jake gets that ball about maybe a gain of 1.
Yeah, that's not. That's stretching it,
but there's
Coach.
a flag. There's a flag. The pole is, I tell you, the design of the older stadiums, although they are beautiful, and although this makes you feel as home and
Feel natural.
man,
but,
I tell you, I mean, it's gonna. I mean, I hate to say it, it's almost like 50 years since I started running
Yeah.
events when I was doing track and field.
Yeah, exactly.
And CYO. And I hate to admit that was 50 years ago because the span of time, that means I'm getting a little bit older. However, John, West Seattle Stadium still looks good.
Yeah. Well, that was the new addition.
Remember that?
They remodeled that.
I also remember the new addition: Ronnie, Bobby, Mickey, and Mike.
Oh boy.
Remember that?
You're dating yourself,
Oh man.
but that's good.
They became Belle Biv DeVoe, isn't that right?
Belle Biv DeVoe.
Oh,
yeah, exactly.
Juan Cotto and Jay Yeezy on your community radio station, Rainier Avenue Radio.world. We have a treat for you tonight. The O'Day Fighting Irish.
They
and
reset.
the Eastside Catholic Crusaders 7-0.
Yep. What was the? What did they reset it? And there's the ball. I mean, it looks like.
Maybe they picked the flag up. Now,
No.
we have 2nd and 3. The ball is on the 25-yard line. Eastside Catholic replacing the young man whose helmet came off. So they're got some changes going on.
Yep. The one wide out, 2 wide outs, 2 back set.
Give us to Jeremiah.
Oh.
Stoned.
They read that one.
Stoned.
They read that one. That one.
Fuvai.
Well read.
Fuvai, a 6'4", 215-pound junior stuck.
Yeah.
Mr. Jeremiah. So you are going nowhere.
Yeah, he almost got there at the handoff.
Let's call it a loss of 3. It is now 3rd down and about 5.
Triple
They're
right.
3rd and 3. It's not 3rd and 3. It's about 3rd and 5.
Triple right, 1 left, and 1 setback.
So we have to get that ball to the 19-yard line as Jake rolls to his right. He throws, and he completely
incomplete. He dropped it. It was in his hands.
Jaden Reyes had the ball in his hand, but it was not a clean catch. He did a body catch, and when he got hit, the ball got separated.
Went out of bounds.
Put it on the ground.
Yep.
So that'll bring up 4th and 4. If you're going to go for it on 4th down, you're going to go for it again.
Yep. And you're on the plus side of the 50. You're getting into that red zone area. You got to go for it.
Statistically, this is the better play.
Yep.
According to the stat.
Statistically, yes.
Rather than kick the field goal, this would be the better play. 10:33 to go in the 2nd quarter.
Triple right, 1 left.
Rainier Avenue Radio.
Empty set.
Back the pass. He's blitzed. Number 34 gets it.
Empty set. I mean, that was. You can't do that, man. With an empty set, he has nobody protecting him.
Pocky Crawford comes right up the middle and puts Jake on the ground.
Yeah. What a great time to call a blitz. What a wrong time to call empty set, empty backfield, because he had no help.
And Monty Kohler and the Irish coaching staff, they're probably blitzing the formation.
Yep.
Knowing he's got a specific pass plays and he goes to an empty set.
Yep. Empty set.
They blitz.
Yep. Double pro set or double set. Oh, nice run.
Goes and a flag comes flying.
Looks like he's going to be holding. Probably holding.
Handoff looks like that. Looks at number 41 for the Irish. Find out who that is. That is Sir Keenan Hart with the carry.
Hard
he
run.
Picked up about 3 or 4 yards, but there was a hold on the Irish, and that will be coming back.
Yep. Well, holding is holding. Our friend Edwin Bailey says there's no such thing.
Edwin Bailey has told us repeatedly there's no such thing as holding.
And he's the offensive lineman, of course.
Holding is a figment of the imagination.
Yeah.
Says an offensive lineman never get hold. He doesn't feel that should be a penalty in the sport.
Unless you're on a date. That's what he told me.
Well, but no one. Well, I bet there were people throwing in yellow flags into his car.
Yep.
Back then, down at the South Carolina State.
South Carolina
Here
State.
comes that counter again, and this time,
They stopped
Catholic
it up.
had their
Yep,
keys.
yep. They stopped it up.
You saw the counter. O'Day was countering to the left,
Yep.
and Eastside Catholic held firm and just took Sir Keenan Hart right out of the play.
Yep.
That with 9:45 to go in the second quarter. It'll be a second down and 22 after about a 2-yard loss on a play that really.
Actually, I thought it was, kind of slow developing. Me, and I'm like you, quick hitters, direct handoff. Don't fool around. Let's go after them,
Or if you're going to run the counter, run it quick.
Quick.
You said
Yes.
And really have your fullback. He's got to seal off that backside.
Exactly.
Not happen. Here comes 9:14.
Oh, they got a different set, man. They're in double, but
call timeout. Who's calling the timeout this time?
hey, I haven't seen that set before from O'Day.
Oh, a 5-yard penalty against O'Day. Here we go.
Delay or what? A motion? I can't.
Looks like they called a motion penalty. He
Yeah,
did go horizontally across the chest.
So
that'll be a motion penalty for O'Day, and that will back them up 5 yards.
Yep.
Making it second down and 27. Coach, what is your second down and 27 play?
So deep.
You say go deep.
Go deep.
Second down.
Throw it deep. Go deep. And don't get it intercepted.
They've got Andrew Tran, number 2, and Kean McDonald, number 4.
Oh, they bottled this one up.
Up to Jason
boy.
Brown, and it doesn't look like he's going anywhere.
They're Monty, he's playing tight line. He's going to tighten it up. He's not going to take chance, and which makes sense. You're backed up. Play conservative.
Eastside Catholic in their white jerseys. They've got orange numbers, which have a blue border around them. They've got gray trousers, white socks. Most of them are wearing white or black shoes, predominantly white shoes.
And gloves, white gloves.
And they've got the white gloves on. The Irish in their traditional maroon jerseys. They got the maroon trousers with double stripes down each side of the leg and the gold.
Deep set eye.
The gold helmets. And little draw play to Jason Brown.
He made a nice cut.
When it looked like he was going somewhere.
Yep, he got cut down. Yep.
They knocked him down, of course, and that is that guy. We talked about him several times tonight.
Number 77.
77 was in there on the play. Oh, AJ.
77, Sunset Strip. But no, this guy's a gamer, man. This guy's a gamer.
So is number 13, Skylar Shute. For Eastside Catholic. And I messed that name up earlier, but to the Shute family, I apologize. There it is. 4th down and 22, just like the Irish are going to punt.
Key point in the game. This is changing field position. Oh, good. Pretty good.
Kick.
Pretty
Hits
good.
on
Pretty good.
45-yard line. Bounces a couple times. And the Crusaders returner does something dangerous. He picks it up. That's the guys are playing with freedom. Ambrose Marsh.
Yeah.
Ambrose Marsh. Takes a chance.
I'm the special teams coach. Come over here, son. I need to talk to you about when to field the ball and not to, Don't do it when there are 3 defenders standing around you, And
looks like Dominic is having a little conversation with somebody on the sideline. He's telling them, hey. Man, I don't know if I like that. But it does give Eastside Catholic the ball back. 7:38 to go in the second quarter. Ball is on the 39-yard.
That was a dangerous play, though, Juan. You would agree,
No question. You always hear the NFL those guys yelling, Peter.
Get away.
Ambrose said, I'm going to go ahead and try something. And
he's lucky he held on to it, too.
As we say, no harm, no foul, but
no guts, no glory.
Well, let's do this in tradition and have the glory.
Yeah, I know.
Eastside Catholic. And let me see. Someone is called
timeout. Yeah. I can't see the
pulling both teams to their respective sidelines. Daniel Bellis, would you like to update us on the political scene and who's coming up next week for the political debates?
Yes, I would. Yes, starting next Tuesday right here on Rainier Avenue Radio, we begin our debates with District 1 coverage from South Seattle Community College. with that one right there between Myron Costa and Rob Saka. Debate starts at 7. We'll begin with a pre-debate show at 6 p.m. We'll follow that up on Wednesday from the Columbia City Theater as Tammy Morales defends her seat against Tanya Wu. Again, that debate starts at 7, pre-debate at 6 right on Rainier Avenue Radio. These debates will also be syndicast on both Q13, Cairo 7, and Converge Media. District 3 will be on October 10th at Broadway Performance Hall. District 4, October 13th at UW Ballroom. And October 17th, the North Seattle Community College will be for District 5.
Well, we encourage all of the citizens in our community to, number one, go through your voters pamphlet, get as much information as you can on your voters pamphlet. Then, number 2, do your research. Number 3, listen to the debates. And then number 4, vote.
Vote.
Don't leave it anything to chance. There's a lot of things that people are saying about our city, and they're saying about our community on your community radio station, Rainier Avenue Radio.world. There's a lot of change that people want to have, because I see flags everywhere on the field. We're trying to unsort this out, but while we're letting the officials sort this out, Jay Yeezy and I both want you to vote.
Yep.
And hey, with those ballots coming out here in the next couple of weeks, the election comes up much quicker than you think it does. So
exactly.
Don't lose your ballot. If you've got democracy vouchers and you like a candidate, send them to them. But most importantly, participate in the process.
Exactly. Oh, and by all means, you got to register, folks. Thank you.
And I see it in the chat. No, I am not running for office this year.
Okay. Oh, you're not?
No.
Dog Patch USA.
I am going to be calling football on your community radio station, Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
Good job.
Number 5 for the O'Day Irish, one of their starting players, Rashawn Thomas, looks like he has a little bit of an injury.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
He hurt his shoulder?
Shoulder neck.
He's got a brace on there. Has he played it? I thought he was in the lineup.
Shoulder neck. Oh, this is unusual. This is the third stoppage of the game with the referees conference, with the coaches. Unsportsmanlike conduct against O'Day, it says. Then if he's pointing that way, right?
Let's see what's going on here. So it looks like they're gonna tack on some yardage.
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
Is that going to give them the ball after does it give them some additional yards?
Well, is it a dead ball foul? Most of the time it is. Unsportsmanlike conduct is something somebody says, something somebody did after the play. It's a dead ball foul.
Trying to unsort all of this and give you an idea of what's going on.
And yeah, look where they would have had the ball. Moving up 15 yards. That's what it was.
So they moved the ball up 15 yards. The ball is on the 49-yard line after the penalty, and we're going to try to figure out what happened. Jake fakes to his left, rolls to his right, and he is greeted by 2 O'Day.
They're climbing all over that rollout.
Number 88.
Man, that rollout, this guy's getting killed on the rollout. He can't get away from those guys. They're reading that. They're reading that very well.
Charlie Foster, number 88, the transfer from Kennedy, he's in on the play. Runs that quarterback down. That'll bring up second down and 21. The ball on the 38-yard line. Loss of 11.
Yep.
6:57 to go, second quarter.
O'Day's still in there 4. They got
right,
5 up.
Tudu's left. The give is to Jeremiah.
Oh, they got that
Not
shut
this
down.
time. Hockey.
Yep. Number 34.
Hockey. Hockey says, I'm coming to play today.
Yep. Hey.
He's actually had a couple of big hits.
You getting no love off that off tackle. That was smashed. That was he closed down. Man.
Hockey Crawford on the play.
Yep. And if where he's lined up, he came across the formation to make that tackle.
6:20 to go.
4-5.
Jake clapped his hands a couple of times, but the ball did not get snapped. And they go all look over to the sideline, getting signals.
They're going to blitz. It looks like they're going to dog on this one. They're running it at 4-5.
Jeremiah steps to the quarterback's right and goes downfield. He's looking, throws it up, and it's complete. Jake throws the ball up.
And he got it.
And number 2 for Eastside Catholic, Tyson Weaver picks up a solid 37 yards on the pass play. That puts the ball on the O'Day 30-yard line. I'm calling it the 31. But nevertheless, after a 37-yard completion, 5:46 to go in the second quarter, 1st and 10, Eastside Catholic on O'Day's 31-yard line.
And he couldn't be covered any better. The guy, O'Day player, was right on him, had him covered.
I will pay somebody $5 if you listen to this broadcast and you come to me in West Seattle Stadium and you if you can help me with the quarterback's last name, I will pay you $5 for that.
Okay.
The ball goes up to middle to number 22 for Eastside Catholic. That's Nicholas Jones. But flags come flying into those piles, and we'll see what the officials say here.
Holding
against the Crusaders.
Yep.
And that's going to move that back to the
Yeah, I saw it. When the back kettle inside, the offensive lineman grabbed the guy to pull him off the runner.
You saw it. If Edwin Bailey were here tonight, he would say that it
didn't happen. No such thing.
It's that you don't hold.
Right. You just grab.
As Vince Lombardi used to say in that video, grab. 1st and 19 to go. Ball is on the 40-yard line of O'Day. Jake rolls to his left, gets a nice little block out there.
Oh, that's
and he throws the ball behind his receiver.
Underthrew it and behind. Yep.
He had the receiver had the ball for a split second. But number 8 for the O'Day, Ryan Phillips, knocked the ball out of his hands.
O'Day's doing a great job of reading, and they were chasing the quarterback down on that play too. So, I mean, he's not getting enough air between himself and the defenders to get that ball out with any kind of accuracy other than that long pass that we saw.
That was actually Jason Brown who was the man who made the play. Jason is demanded to play more defense the last couple of years, and he has.
Double
played
left.
kind of a safety position right now.
Sorry, triple left.
Trips to the left.
Yep.
Single receiver to the right.
One set back.
Jake back there with number 22.
Yep.
That's Nicholas Jones.
Yeah, they're not going empty, I don't think.
And let me see what happened.
I think it's delay a game. I think. I can't see the clock.
They call it delay a game.
Yeah.
There does not seem to be a play clock.
No.
So as a quarterback and coaching staff, you have to be really cognizant of where that clock is when they blow that whistle once in a while. Right there, you have 25 seconds to make the play.
Right.
Crusaders get on the ball.
And they got to start counting.
Line of scrimmage.
Well, it's almost like they're scrambling for plays to make because they're getting stopped on every turn,
Have a little conference in the backfield.
Delay handoff.
They run a little counter play.
Wow.
And a couple of nice spin moves by Nicholas Jones just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
You can't, I'm sorry, Juan, you can't do delay handoff, deep handoff if you got a team that's just blasting through the line of scrimmage on defense. You can't do that. That doesn't work.
450, 449, Rainier Avenue Radio.world, your community radio station, our community radio station. O'Day Fighting Irish 7. The Eastside Catholic Crusaders, nothing.
They are controlling the line of scrimmage. O'Day, they got 5 up now.
Jake and Jones in the backfield.
They're coming. They're coming.
And
they're
almost
coming.
got away. He was about to get away.
Yeah.
But who was that? That was number 11 for the Irish, taking down Jake.
And number 34 again.
Joseph Fuavai.
Yeah.
And packing.
They were coming with 5. You got to be mindful of that stuff. They brought 5 that time and not 4.
Packy Crawford and Joseph Fuavai on the play for the Irish. And that will bring up 4th down and 23. So just when Eastside Catholic is showing some prosperity, live long and prosper, they go back to the step. What a catch. Does he get it off? He does get it off. Nice play. That's a really good punt, by the way. O'Day picks up the ball, and oh, my goodness, they're blasted down at the 10-yard line.
Boy, they got out of that one. That was a terrible snap, Eastside Catholic.
Who was their punter? That was Nice play by the punter to go up and get that ball.
Right, and get it off.
Got a line drive off, and then O'Day's return man decided to take the ball and run it. And I don't know if that was the best decision, but he did pick up a yard or two. First down and 10, Irish, and the ball's on the 12-yard line.
And they're backed up. They're backed up near their end zone.
I formation. Fullback.
I formation. They shifted out to a slot. Wing back. Slot, wing back. Not a slot per se, but a wing back.
Quinn White, the fullback, really showed where that play was going. He moved to his left, the ball was
left.
Exactly. And they went ahead with the toss sweep to the left, and it was diagnosed pretty well by Eastside Catholic, although
they got about 2 on that.
Yeah, it looks like he picked up 2 yards.
2 yards.
From my angle, I knew it wasn't much. It'll be second down and 8 with 3:04 to go in the second quarter on your community radio station, Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
Oh, motion out, slot back, single set back.
Here's the give to Jason Brown to the left side. He's got a hole, breaks to his right. Once he gets through it, maybe close.
Pretty close.
First down.
He's pretty close.
The O'Day Irish fans on this side of the stadium quiet, but urging the team to move the chains.
We got 3rd and 1, Coach.
Well, I'll tell you what, your 3rd and 1 plays are probably a lot more successful than your 3rd and 27 plays.
Yeah, right. Throw it deep. Get it deep. So we'll see what they do. They're gonna, if they come up tight line, you know what's going. Yep, they come up tight line, you know what's going to be. And I formation, tight line. Yeah, stop us. Yep.
They give us to Jason Brown. He goes over the left side.
Yep, and it's
I think that'll be a first down.
Tight line, stop us. That's exactly what it was. It was we said stop us.
2 minutes and 40 seconds to go. As the clock stops, as the chain moves, but the white hat says, hey, let's wind this thing up and get it going.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I watched this Jason Brown. When he hits the hole bent. He's not standing up. So it's hard. You know, he's putting a shot on you. That's the first man through.
Give us to the fullback.
Yeah.
He's going to pick about 3 yards, maybe.
Keep the defense honest because they'll never know. But I like the way he runs, Jason Brown. He on balance, got a good, position to take a hit and give a hit and stay low, as a runner.
Second down and 7 balls on the 29-yard line.
You know who should run like that? Barry Sanders. Barry Sanders would hit the hole and he would almost be bent over,
Never heard of Barry Sanders. Was he any good?
Yeah, he was okay.
First down and second down and 7. Split backs and give is to the fullback.
Oh, nice.
That is number 24 for the Irish.
That was the second man. That was a well blocked on that play. They wedged out of that left side off that, what I would call, we would call that a tackle slant, off the slant.
Malik Dawson on the carry. He picks up the 8 yards necessary to get the first down. It'll be first and 10, ball on the 29 with 1:32 to go in the first half. And this first half has flown by.
I thought it was going to be a low-scoring game, Coach.
Toss sweep to the right to number 41 of the Irish. That is Sir Keenan Hart.
No game.
No game, and the clocks are stopped immediately. Eastside Catholic would like to get that ball back.
Yep.
Jay Yeezy. Yep. Legendary Jay Yeezy. Juan Cotto.
Legendary
Juan Cotto. And, of course, Rainier Avenue Radio.world bringing you the stories of our kids as we're watching high school football on a Friday night. Nothing better than the Friday night lights. Yep. Currently. And when everyone thought it was going to be a high-scoring affair, it is the O'Day Irish 7, the Eastside Catholic Crusaders 0.
Well, we talked about it. We said it was going to be a low-scoring game before this game started. And we're right, Juan.
If you love football, Coach, and you know this from coaching football, all that stuff you see and read about and all these people who are sending things out for passing and all this different stuff and different types of concepts. And man, I tell you what, when you play a good football team, it's usually a low-scoring game.
And the team that blocks and tackles is the team that will prevail. And that's basic stuff. Blocking and tackling. It ain't the pistol. It ain't, ain't the double set, double wide. It's who blocks and tackles the best, right?
It looked like the quarterback, number 7, had a very, very, very tough run after faking the ball. Jason Brown. Yeah. He kept it. He had me fooled. I don't even have a camera in my hands. Had me completely fooled, and then he ran over into the 39-yard line and got blasted.
Yeah, he got blasted on the sideline. Oh, full house backfield. Well, three sets.
Arugio back to pass.
Oh, he tripped on
like
his own
slipped.
man. Yeah, no. He tripped over his own lineman, number 57. Tripped over his
caught up in some feet.
Yep. Yep.
19 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Referees are calling timeout, and this will be a timeout for Eastside Catholic. So they're thinking they could get the ball back and maybe do a big throw downfield, as it is 3rd and 10, balls on the 39. They're not telling us how many timeouts have been used by either side. A good broadcaster would be taking notes like that. I am not doing that, but you can determine my broadcast ability if you're listening. 22 seconds to go in the first quarter. It's O'Day 7, Eastside Catholic 0. And, John, here's one of those critical moments in the football game. See what they can do to get O'Day to kind of slow down a little bit.
Yep. Like I said, we talk about this all the time, and as a coach, who controls the game? You control it by offense or defense. It's kind of as they say, O'Day's defense is what's really telling in this game.
On the scoreboard, it says 3rd and 14, but it's in actuality 4th and 14, and the ball is kicked. That's a really good punt, by the way.
Yeah. Good kick.
It looked like it was going to roll towards the 20-yard line, but hit the ground and sort of started backing upfield, and O'Day's guys got a hold of it.
Yep.
And they're going to spot it at around the 25-yard line.
Yep. Good kick. Hard to field. Low trajectory. Yep. But, yeah, I mean, the whole issue is controlling. You control with offense, you control with defense. In this game, the team that's controlling the game is playing defense. That's what this is. I mean, people can dispute me on that, but you got to assert yourself one way or the other, on offense or defense.
Not many would dispute a man with your track record in history, Coach Easy.
Well, thank you, Juan. You too.
13 seconds left to go. 2 to Jake's right, 2 to his left. Single setback. He's looking to see what he can do to get the clock moved. We would say run the ball.
Yeah. Don't take any chances. Triple right. Motion left.
Throws the ball out to his left, and that ball hits his receiver, although it was kind of low and behind him. Maybe he would have expected him an awful lot to catch the ball over there. That's number 16. That was a number for Tyler Lockett.
Yeah, that was not a good pass, Coach.
It's Youngman Lee.
Now, you're the OC for Eastside saying, don't make mistakes. Don't do something silly out here with a play. Let's just try to control the ball. And hey, we're going to halftime 7-0.
Jake back to pass to give.
Yep, that's it.
And he picked up about 5 yards on that play. And with that will be the end of the first half. Yep. So by a interesting score, by a score that I don't think anybody expected, it is the O'Day Fighting Irish 7, the Eastside Catholic Crusaders 0 on your community radio station, Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
Yeah.
Throw it over to Daniel Bellis for halftime.
Yep, thank you. Here's your halftime report right here on Rainier Avenue Radio, your community radio station. We are live, of course, from West Seattle Stadium here at the half on a one-score affair. O'Day has got the only touchdown of the game, leading the number 1 Eastside Catholic Crusaders, who have none on the board currently. Number 3, O'Day leading this one by 1 score right now. And we take a look at the standings real quick at halftime right here, and some interesting developments going on in the league, as you can see on your screen. Tied right now at this moment, we have a 3-way tie for first place between Eastside Catholic, Garfield, and O'Day. Now, of course, Garfield just kicked off, actually. They are playing against Ballard tonight, who you can see they're in 4th place as of right now. They own the tiebreaker against Rainier Beach. So they're right there. That game, we'll be getting some reports from them soon. But on the biggest surprise is Seattle Prep tonight, who is giving so far a nothing burger against the Bishop Blanchette Bears. It is 20-0 right now. Early in the second quarter, 10 minutes left in the second, but the Bishop Blanchette Bears leading the Seattle Prep Panthers 20-0. So big surprise there. Bishop Blanchette looking like they might get their first league win of the season to move them into this battle here for 4th place. It's an interesting battle there for 4th place in the Metro Mountain because the top 4 get buys. They don't have to play any playoff games. They go straight to the round of 32. They get rest for an entire week. So this is a tough battle, as you can see. Ballard, Rainier Beach, Seattle Prep, Bishop Blanchette. If they pulled off this win against Seattle Prep, it's going to make things very interesting. Of course, Lincoln needs to get into the fray. They just have not been able to win a game entire this season. And for reasons that we're unaware of, their game against Rainier Beach tonight was actually canceled. So there will be no movement for the Lincoln Lynx tonight. They will stay in the cellar as far as things are concerned. And if Bishop Blanchette wins against Seattle Prep, they will take full position of that cellar position. But the great news for mountain teams, which is the upper level of Metro, you still get a playoff game, and if you win that game, you go to the round of 32. Now, the story is a lot different in the Sound, of course. You got 2 teams that are clearly the cream of the crop, Roosevelt and Ingram. Roosevelt won last night by the extremely impressive score of 70-21 over West Seattle yesterday. Just a big spanking right there. And Ingram winning a very close one against Chief Self just about 30 minutes ago, 21-14. It dropped Chief Self there into 4th place. I believe they started the night at 4th place, but they're going to stay there. West Seattle remains position of 3rd place after the loss. Roosevelt and Ingram are in clear lead. The Sound Division, only 2 of these teams have an opportunity to make the 32. They will play a team from the mountain, more than the 5th place and the 6th place teams from the mountain in a playoff game. If they beat that mountain opponent, they will make the round of 32. If they lose, of course, they're out. And anybody 3rd place and on down, they have absolutely no chance of making the round of 32. So if you're in the Sound, you only get to make it if you're 1st and 2nd. And right now that's Roosevelt and Ingram, who have not lost a league game this season. Roosevelt has been an incredibly impressive offensive performer this season. It seems like that drop from the mountain to the Sound this season has proved dividends for this team. They were winless last season when they played the mountain against teams like O'Day and Eastside Catholic and Garfield and Rainier Beach and all them. This season, playing against teams like Ingram, Chief Self, Nathan Hale, Lakeside, you can see that the offensive performance is a lot. It's proving a lot for the Roosevelt Rough Riders. Taking a look at some top 20 action, and you can look at the big board right there. Number 4, Kennewick, is actually tied right now with 4A's number 17 team, Chiawana, actually. Chiawana led this game for most of it as they entered the half, actually. Chiawana led 9-2. Kennewick was able to only get a safety to begin, but a touchdown has tied the game. So number 4, Kennewick, tied up with a 4A team of Chiawana. Also in top 20 action, you can see number 2, Yelm, defending champions, continuing their the assault on their opponents this season. It's 58-7 over North Thurston last night. Bellevue also played last night at number 5, a dominating performance. It moves them to 3-2 on the season, defeating Newport 42-14 right there last night. In Westco action, number 6 Arlington leads by 2 touchdowns over the Westco opponent Stanwood, 14-zip in the second quarter. 4 minutes left there. Also in action right now, Mount Spokane at number 10 is getting handled right now by the Idaho team of Post Falls. They are ranked number 17 in the state of Idaho. They lead Mount Spokane 13-7. Mount Spokane actually just scored a touchdown right before the half to make it close, but it was 13-0 for a while there. A scoreless tie going on right now in the South Sound between Timberline and Gig Harbor. 5 minutes left in the second quarter there before the half. And in the Pierce County League, Lincoln of Tacoma, who's had a rough start to the season, starting in the top 5, but now at number 18 on the season, they had a great game against Bonnie Lake, who moved up to 14 as of last week after some impressive wins. They won that one 42-28. Lincoln of Tacoma, a needed win, good momentum for the Lincoln-Tacoma Abes right there. Also in Westco action, Monroe, number 16, leads Mount Lake Terrace 13-3. Second quarter, 1 minute left there right before the half. Monroe leads. And Mountain View leading Evergreen 15-8. Second quarter, 6 minutes left there for the number 17 Mountain View. And number 19 Ridgeline taking on 4A opponent Gonzaga Prep, who's ranked number 18 in 4A. They're in the second quarter right now, and it's actually all tied up 7-7. In the Sound Division, a couple of scores for you. Just wrapped up, as I mentioned, Ingram defeating Chief Self, but the Lakeside Nathan Hale game, very interesting actually. Nathan Hale led this one for most of the half. It was 7-0. But in the third quarter, Lakeside was able to cash in a touchdown with a 2-point conversion. It gives Lakeside the lead moving into the fourth quarter, 8-7. Lakeside leading Nathan Hale by just 1 point right there. Of course, as I mentioned, the Lincoln and Rainier Beach game has been canceled. Of course, Franklin's on a bye week, actually, because they were supposed to play Cleveland, and Cleveland has suspended their varsity team for the entire of the season. They're just playing JV for the rest of it. In Rainier Avenue Radio News, we got a lot going on, actually, and tomorrow you can actually catch us in the community. We will be covering the Future Ancient Soul Healing Festival right here. We'll be at Judkins Park for that tomorrow at 1 p.m. You can check us out live for that. The Future Ancient Soul Healing Festival. We'll be there. And then next week, we're televising debates. These debates will also be covered by Q13 and Cairo 7 and Converge Media, but also on Rainier Avenue Radio. A pre-debate show will be purely on Rainier Avenue Radio. So in District 1, which right here in West Seattle, this is District 1, we'll be covering that on Tuesday. And debate starts at 7, but right on Rainier Avenue and only on Rainier Avenue Radio will there be a pre-debate show, which we are actually getting comments from people on the street, and we're going to play these to the candidates, man. So tune in for that right on Rainier Avenue Radio at 6 p.m. The debate starts at 7. We'll also be followed by a live post-debate show only on Rainier Avenue Radio. Things move on Wednesday, actually, with another debate for District 2. That'll be right from Columbia City Theater of Rainier Avenue Radio's home as Tammy Morales tries to defend her seat against Tanya Wu. Again, same deal. Debate will start at 7, but you can catch coverage of it starting at 6, and there will also be a post-debate show as well on that. Debates continue. We'll cover District 3 on the 10th of October, Broadway Performance Hall. District 4 we'll cover on the 13th of October at the UW Hub Ballroom. And District 5 we will cover on October 17th at North Seattle Community College. All of these debates start at 7, but there will be a pre-debate show at 6 p.m. covered only on Rainier Avenue Radio. That's your halftime report. We've got about 5 minutes left before the half, so we're going to pay some bills and You can keep it right here on your community radio station, Rainier Avenue Radio. We'll be right back with Juan Cotto and John Yasutake.
You have symptoms of
I'm Paul Pearson, host of Star Time. And when I'm not hearing men compare women to residential real estate, I'm listening to Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
What's up, everyone? It's your girl, Queen Bree, inviting you to come join me on Clean Greens Living. Broadcasted Tuesdays, 12:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, live right here on Rainier Avenue Radio. On Clean Greens Living, we talk farming, community, and ways to being healthy. So come join me and let's discuss ways to create a healthier you and a healthier community.
Hey, this is Paul Pearson. I've hosted the R&B show Star Time since the very beginning of Rainier Avenue Radio, and after years of featuring tracks from the 50s through the 80s, Star Time now plays R&B and hip-hop from the 1990s as well. A whole half-century of soul, funk, hip-hop, and more on Star Time, Wednesdays at 2 p.m. on Rainier Avenue Radio.
Your community radio station will provide you with more information. Rainier Avenue Radio.
Women Empowerment Talk Radio, your roadmap to business success. Tune in every Sunday at 3 p.m. on Rainier Avenue Radio.world, providing resources and sharing motivational experiences from the everyday entrepreneur. Tune in Women Empowerment Talk Radio every Sunday, 3 p.m. on Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
Do you have an idea for a community project in your neighborhood? You could be eligible for up to $50,000 in funding through the City of Seattle's Neighborhood Matching Fund. Grants are awarded to grassroots projects that build stronger communities, with an emphasis on projects led by impacting Black, Indigenous, and people of color BIPOC communities. To learn more about the Neighborhood Matching Fund or to see if your project meets the criteria, visit seattle.gov/neighborhoods/NMF.
This is Paul Pearson, host of Star Time. And when I'm not driving my sweet AMC Pacer through the car wash, I'm listening to Rainier Avenue Radio.world. You missed a spot.
Wash your hands, don't touch your face, wipe things down, clean up your space. When you cough and sneeze, do responsibly. If you feel you're getting ill, isolate at home and chill. No, you're not alone. Please pick up your phone and call 206-477-3977. King County 206-477-3977. Public Health 206-477-3977. King County 206-477-3977. Public Community Radio Station will provide you with more information. Say Rainier Avenue Radio.
All right. Your community radio station that provides you all the information. Rainier Avenue Radio. We are here tonight on your community radio station, our community radio station, Rainier Avenue Radio.world. We are fired up, ladies and gentlemen, for one of the hottest football contests in the state of Washington tonight. The Eastside Catholic Crusaders and the O'Day Fighting Irish, they are here tonight battling at West Seattle Stadium. And we are about 1 minute and 22 seconds to get ready to go back into the second half. My wife is bringing me a Coca-Cola. Thank you very much. And yes, Mike Yasutake, what do you think Monty Kohler and his large staff of coaches said to his team at the half?
John.
I call you Mike Yasutake. Did I say Mike Yasutake?
Yeah, that Mike the Lesser. What he's saying is keep doing what you're doing. And don't forget, how we win this game is to control the ball on offense and defense, and that's it. What else can you say? They pretty much neutralized what Eastside Catholic has been able to do. That's the team that scores 40 points or more per game.
And if you're Dominic Bass, I mean, you score 40 points a game, and you have been stymied in the first half. What do you think was said by him in the locker room, and how do you think his coaches? They knew they were in for a tough game, but what do you think his coaches are saying right now?
Well, I could see what was going on. They were scuffling to get plays in, and every time and things weren't working. So where do you go? Next play, and you go to your play. But hey, you have to be able to control again the game, offense or defense. That's how it works, you know.
And outside of the 80-yard drive, O'Day has not found much offensively. They have had more of the plays. And certainly they put themselves in a couple positions to score, scoring on the long drive. But Eastside Catholic, no slouch on defense. Outside of that, they've been pretty stout.
Right, but I'd have to say, based on what I believe is my philosophy, O'Day is winning the game by controlling the game on defense. That's what I would say. It's 7-0. Again, you're shutting out a team that scores 40 points or more a game.
So if you're the Irish faithful, you're hoping that your defense can continue to hold these guys.
Exactly.
If you're Eastside Catholic, you're not sad defensively, but you're probably just a little bit stunned that this offense, this magical offense that puts points up on the board, struggling to do so right now.
Well, you're Eastside Catholic. It says, well, we have to go. We're only down 7 points. Then the philosophy becomes, hey, well, let's probe and let's see what we can come up with. Let's, try this, try that. In other words, hey, we got the whole playbook. Let's go for it. We got to find something that works. Everything to this point hasn't. So let's keep trying. I mean, that kind of sounds silly, but you're going to probe to find a weakness somewhere. That's what you got to do.
Eastside Catholic will get the ball first. Their quarterback has been able to make some plays. Jake, and we're still waiting for an Eastside Catholic fan to come over and get there. I'm going to make it $10 if they can come and give me the pronunciation of this quarterback's last name. We know his first name is Jake. He wears number 11.
Right.
And I believe his last is his second name initial is T. I'm going to call him Jake T. But from there, I cannot really give you an approximate pronunciation of that name. However, I will say this. He is accurate with the football. He is taking some shots, and he's gotten back up each time.
Yep.
And he's very athletic. He can run a little bit.
Yep. He did that nice sideline pass. Defender was right on his receiver, and he got that ball in. He dropped it in there, which is ideal. Yep.
He's warming up by throwing the football right now, Jay Yeezy. Yep. And I will say this, right? I mean, if you look at what the quarterback does at the warm-ups here,
yep.
I wonder if that's like indicating, hey, we're going to try to throw this ball a little bit more in the second half.
Probably, possibly. He's a tall, rangy kid too. He's got some length. We'll see.
So many games the Irish have played here at West Seattle Stadium. So many memorable contests over the years. So many big ball games over the years. Even one I can remember in 1982 against the Rainier Beach Vikings, where I caught a ball on right there, that very 45-yard line, and accelerated another 35 yards. One of my biggest plays of the year, but that was a long time ago.
Well, but it's still fresh in your mind.
That's
so
right.
That's good.
Every time I come back to West Seattle Stadium, and I think that's the beautiful thing. So glad the city protected West Seattle Stadium and kept it.
Yep. I remember coming here and working a game where you had O'Day and Seattle Prep on the same side of the field, and I said, oh, my gosh, and that's exactly what happened. We confiscated more beer and wine that game.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you go out there in that corner with those guys, there's a lot of beer and wine being confiscated right now.
Yeah, this is non-alcoholic beverages are allowed. All right, we got kickoff. We are at it.
Here comes the kick.
Looking at the screen, O'Day is moving right to left. Eastside Catholic moving left to right.
Oh, and Livingston bombs one.
Nice kick.
They were thinking they were going to kick it shorter onside, but the return man picks the ball up, and a really nice return for Eastside Catholic, moving that ball out to around the 30-yard line. So after once again, they seem to have plays where they pick the ball up, and they're able to make some really, really good plays out of that. That was just one of those balls that got on the ground. They pick it up. They had a snap to the quarterback, and he picked it up. This was number 28, and his name is Elias Tefua. He is a freshman, if that isn't mistaken. Elias with a nice return. Here come the Crusaders. Two to the right, to the left, in the give to Jeremiah up the middle, and Jeremiah is brought down after a gain of 1. It's a simple handoff up the middle, and Jeremiah Burrows is able to get through the line, but that's about all he did. A plethora of Irish on the play, led by Packy Crawford. 11:26 to go in the third quarter. Just getting started here at venerable West Seattle Stadium.
They're still in there 4-4. Actually 4-5, but
looks like it's a 4-2-5 right now.
Yep,
They've
got two high safeties.
Now, Jake looks for somebody, can't find him, starts to run. He had a nice game.
Nice game.
He got about
9 almost.
Yes, he did a nice job on that one.
I'm sorry, he got about 7 or 8. Makes it,
We're gonna call that 7 yards.
Yep.
You know, Jay Yeezy, we're gonna call it 8 yards. That's gonna make it third down and about 1.
Right.
And once again, he's not a bad athlete, but when he gets loose, he can run a little bit.
Yep.
And there seemed to be readjusting things. Did he go out? I
thought he did. Yeah.
It looked like there was some confusion going on.
I think
they're going to call that delay of game.
Delay game or substitution. Delay game.
No, actually, a legal substitution.
Legal substitution.
Well, that's weird, simply because they didn't huddle.
Yeah, that's illegal substitution.
Well, now here they come. So they were. Then was that him being hurt, or were they running some sort of a trick play? Who knows? But now
he's back out there now.
He is. Yeah. They got their full sail first string offense out there. Wide receiver Jaden Reyes, Asa Thompson is out there. Number 14. That is Skyler Shoes out there. Andrew Beetleham is out there. Is that a give?
That was a give.
Great give.
Back. I don't know. I can't see over on that side, but they rushed 5 on that play.
Yeah, they did.
They brought 5 on the line.
So a drive that looked promising on third down and 1. And Jay Yeezy, they end up a penalty and a misfire.
Right.
And suddenly they're about to punt.
Yep.
So that has to be a disappointing first offensive series for one of the highest scoring teams in the state.
Yep. One of the highest scoring teams in the state.
Here comes number 80. It looks like 82. Is that their punter? Let me see here. Micah Bartle is their punter, and he gets that punt up number 83. And that looks like Kia McDonald sitting there waiting for it. It is. McDonald at the 30-yard line makes a couple of nice moves, cuts to his left, and then he gets beat by a host of defenders, and a flag comes out on the far side of the field. So about a 9-yard return by Kia McDonald that was a lot more exciting than it really produced results, although 9 yards isn't a bad return. But I think that the play is coming back because we saw the linesman on the far side of the field pushing everybody back down the field. So it's like O'Day maybe called for something.
Illegal block, holding, or blindside block, whatever.
This is Juan Cotto. Oh, they're going to call a. Now this is one that comes with just a warning at the first. This was the sideline warning.
Right, sideline warning.
And we talked about that earlier in the game, Coach.
Right.
And you and I mean, these are the things that coaches stress about.
I know.
Your get back coach. And people laugh and joke about the get back coach, but the get back coach is somebody that's important.
Right. And you would be penalized if you don't.
And you're a head coach. You've got so many things going on in your mind in the game. You can't do it. You got to make sure they do it. It's the give. Goes to Jason Brown.
Nice hole.
He busts through. There we go. To the 40. To the 30. To the 20. To the 10. To the 5. He's into the end zone. Jason Brown. Jason Brown explodes through the hole. And just like that, it is O'Day 13. Eastside Catholic 0.
That was a straight handoff blast up the middle between the guard and the center, and he was gone. He was gone.
Could that have been a trap? Could they trap on that
Well,
side?
I think it was too fast. I mean, it was a quick hitter. It might have been just base blocking, man on man. But he busted through that guard center hole, and he was gone.
And once Jason Brown gets a step on you, he's gone. Here comes Owen Livingston. The snap, the kick is up. Did he miss it?
He missed it.
He missed it to the right.
Yep. He missed it.
Livingston misses the extra point.
He had plenty of time with the good snap.
But just like that, the explosiveness of Jason Brown, which I'm sure was emphasized by Eastside Catholic all week, once he burst through the hole, his speed is just dynamic.
That missed extra point. What do they say? Offense brings the fans, defense wins the games, and special teams wins the championship. That should not have happened.
9:28 to go in the third quarter on your community radio station, Rainier Avenue Radio.world. It is O'Day 13, Eastside Catholic 0.
That was a heck of a run.
Juan Cotto, Jay Yeezy, Rainier Avenue Radio.world. Your community radio station.
Electrifying run. My gosh.
Sports, politics, world music, fresh juice. It's all here. 9:28 to go in the third quarter. Livingston teeing up the ball. And let's see what happens. This is not an Eastside Catholic team that goes away. Bellevue had them in the state championship game several times. Eastside Catholic comes back. This is the kind of team that they might be saying over to the O'Day sideline, hey, you guys, we got you where we want you. We're down 13.
That kick.
Livingston's kick goes all the way into the end zone.
That is a weapon.
You
be
and I
able to kick the ball into the end zone.
In high school football, making a team go 80 yards each time is an absolute weapon.
Yep.
And the ball will be spotted at the 20-yard line, and that's where Eastside Catholic will start their drive.
Yep. That is very important. And like I said, offense brings the fans, defense wins the game, special teams wins the championship.
Jason Brown's touchdown run has certainly put momentum. The O'Day side is alive and buzzing. Over on the Eastside Catholic side, it is quiet. The student section is, I think everyone's a little shell-shocked over there.
And
once again,
in white over there.
Numerous state title appearances against the Bellevue Wolverines. Eastside Catholic goes down. Somehow they come back to win. There's a little bit of an out route combination. We called that a sail route. Asa Thompson had the ball in his hands for a fraction of a second.
He dropped
and then he dropped it when he hit the ground. That brings him second down and 10. Ball's on the 20-yard line. And that might be a statement from Coach Dominic Dash that, hey, we're going to go ahead and put this ball up in the air.
Put the ball in the air.
Not having much sense against the big guys against O'Day. Nope. So we'll put this ball up in the air until we can get the things moving.
And it's still running that too high safeties.
Fake give, inside run. There goes Jake. Jake gets hammered.
Short game.
Packy Crawford came off the edge and really just kind of forced him inside. where he was met by a myriad of tacklers.
Number 32. Number 32 was
that was Xavier Azid.
Yep.
And then number 64, I saw his number out there.
Yep.
Big guy. That was Jeremiah Nonu. And Jeremiah Nonu said, no new yards for you.
Right.
3rd down and 8 of the 22-yard line.
They're showing 4.
3 wide receivers to his right, 1 to his left. He's got his back.
They got 5 up on the line. They're coming. They came.
This might have been an illegal set. Jake rolls to his right. Let's see what he does here. He throws the ball down the line of scrimmage.
It was out of bounds.
There's a lot of things on that play. We'll see how they're going to sort this out. Looks like he also may have gone past the line of scrimmage.
Yep, he did. It looks like it. I think that's where the referee's foot is. So he went past the line of scrimmage. But was it that they weren't set, or was there motion?
I wonder if, or was it the formation legal? Did they have 7 men on the line of scrimmage?
Yeah, okay.
If the guys were all lined up. But Coach Dash is talking to the receiver on the outside.
Illegal procedure.
Yep. So it was an illegal procedure penalty, and they say no. That brings up 4th down. So Monty says, kick it to us. Yep. Monty Kohler's just saying, go ahead and kick the ball.
I think you're right. It could have been a legal formation. Give him a flag. Players are on the field.
I think also on the grass sidelines here, they've got the old marking.
Yeah,
They've got this it's like a yard or 2.
It's gone. I mean, it's all obliterated.
You know, when you've got the field turf, you have about 6 yards of space.
Right,
And
exactly.
you can see it so clear. I think the kids are just real excited to be up on the lawn.
And in some fields with that artificial turf, it's a different color. You know, it's yellow. That's where you have to stay in the box.
Yeah, Rainier Avenue Radio.world, our community radio station, your community radio station.
Okay.
www.kingcounty.com/vaccines. Did I say .gov.gov/vaccines. Find out about the information. If you haven't got the vaccine, get yourself vaccinated. It protects against this new strain of COVID. It's making a lot of people sick. Take care of yourself. 8:28 to go. 3rd quarter here on your community radio station. Looks like
they called it on O'Day.
Penalty on O'Day. 4th and 8. 4th and 8. And you can hear some of the O'Day faithful, and they aren't happy with the penalty. And they're insinuating that as the referee comes over here to talk to a coach at O'Day, somebody have to use the restroom or something. Is that what happened?
No, it's a warning. It was a warning before they assessed the yardage, so it has to be what happened because they warned Eastside Catholic too.
O'Day's number 64, coach, is not little.
Oh, that's a good kick.
Really good. Kean McDonald gets the ball.
That's a bad.
He's at the 45-yard line. He gets to his left. He picks up a block. Kean McDonald could go all the way. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
No, you got a block in the back over here. You got a blindside block up here on the 49.
Kean McDonald made an unbelievable. I don't know. He got through there, ran to his left, but I did see it, Coach, and you're right.
Yeah.
A flag is sitting at the midfield stripe at about the 49-yard line, and it looks like this is all coming back.
Block in the back, or illegal block, or blindside block. One of the,
And I'll tell you what, Eastside Catholic is real fortunate there because if you go down 21-0 against this O'Day team,
that ball
may have been it.
Yep. Yep.
So they will mark that ball, that penalty starting at the 49-yard line. That should give O'Day the ball on the 41.
Or 39. One of
let's see what pops up on
the down the sideline markers are down. I can't see.
it. If you have not been to West Seattle Stadium, it's absolutely beautiful. The grass is 41. A little tiny bit worn. I'd say it's worn grass.
Start on the 41.
So then it's on the 41.
Yep.
So I'm good. I think I may have
pretty
got
good.
that right.
Pretty good eyeballs.
But
For an old guy,
coaches, you're saying there's no numbers painted on the field, so we're kind of counting our shekels here. Here come the Irish. Antoine Arugio.
Tight line.
Pitch out to Jason Brown, and he's
Oh.
brought down in the backfield.
great-
Oh, and a big flag comes in there.
Yep.
This might be on O'Day.
That was a good defensive play.
That was number 4. That was Wawa Lugobali.
He's limping.
Wawa is, or Jason Brown is?
Jason Brown. Hopefully it's just a stinger, as they say.
Wawa got into the backfield, and they're just going to go ahead and take that and make it second down and about, I would say it's a loss of 5.
It's 15. So second and 15.
The ball is now on the 36-yard line, and they're going to kind of snap it from the 37. I formation. And is that Keenan Hart back there? It is. Right. And that's the same play. It looks like they gave to Jason Brown. Eastside Catholic got a number of guys there. Number 8 on the play. That is Ambrose Marsh. He got in there and said he wanted a little bit of that.
Tight, Monty Cola. Tight line, I formation, run the ball. Right?
Nothing.
Tight line, I formation, run the ball.
And I've been doing it for 40-something years.
Thank you.
So Keenan Hart on that last carry, he picked up about 7 yards. This is going to make it 3rd down and 7. And there's that young man, Tran, number 2. Let's keep an eye on him. He's explosive and he's quick.
2 wideouts.
And they like to go with him.
Oh, dropped the ball. Fumbled the ball.
Antoine Arugio came out of there, and that just didn't look like he got the snap at all.
It wasn't clean.
No, it was not clean at all. He put the ball on the ground. He was trying to pick it up, got away from him, and he and Keenan Hart fell on it. And in that 3-down series, somebody was missing, Coach.
Yep.
Number 6.
He it also looked like he took away, he stepped away too soon.
Yeah.
On that snap. But either way, they're going to kick the ball.
O'Day in front formation. It's 35 for O'Day kicking the ball.
Good. Got the ball up.
That's
pretty
March
good.
coming
Pretty
back.
good.
Ambrose March cuts to his right, cuts back to his left, signals up the field, steps away out a couple of tackles. There he goes. He's at midfield.
Oh,
he's put down. O'Day Irish player down, kicking the turf in what looks to
Was
be
that
a lot
the kicker?
of pain.
Was that the kicker they got him?
And it was the kicker.
Yeah. That's
so
the last
kicker tracked down Ambrose Marsh.
Yeah.
Kicker's name, I'll get that for you in a second. He's not a bad punter. That's Kellen Schaefer, a 6'1", 160-pound senior. Kellen Schaefer.
I got a flag. Got a player hurt, number 10.
And that's number 10 for O'Day. He comes limping up.
Shaking
the field.
up.
Let's see what the call is. It's a personal foul. Oh, a helmet to helmet on Eastside Catholic.
It's about targeting, I guess, huh? Helmet to helmet? Targeting?
Yeah, high school football, there's no targeting.
Yeah, right.
But they can't call helmet to helmet, but
helmet
they
to
can
helmet.
yeah.
Yep.
Which
hitting above the neck, chin, or whatever they call it. Yeah.
Colleges in the NFL do it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't see why they would do it in high school, but they have the benefit of the instant replay.
Yeah, that's true. Triple right, double left. They got 5. Super spread. Empty backfield again.
Well,
Watch out.
This is where O'Day blitzed last time. That's what they do here.
Sending sport, though.
There he goes. He steps up, he throws the ball on the shot cross.
That was not even. That wasn't even close.
And even if you had, Jason Brown was waiting for Asa Thompson coming across the middle, and that might not have been the crowd over here is saying Butterfingers.
Yeah.
Asa just might have been smart just to knock it on the ground.
Yep. That was not a good pass. It wasn't going to get there.
Like we say, live to breathe another day.
Yes, yes.
3 to his right, 2 to his left. Jake brings him to the line of scrimmage.
4, 2
Claps
deep.
his hands twice.
Right.
Looks down, he throws, ball downfield. And he's intercepted by T.A. McDonald.
We'll advise pass. See, on that catch, you throw to the sideline. You don't throw it inside the field because that's where the defender is. it's like a fade, but it's to the sideline. You always throw it to the boundary line, you know, and you know that on that kind of a pass. When you throw it inside, that defender is right there.
And if you're going to throw it over everybody.
Exactly. Outside shoulder. So what we're saying is you want to throw balls on the sideline to the outside just in case, because the defender can reach it if it's inside. And that's exactly what happened.
Here comes the Irish back in the I formation. Number 6, Jason Brown is back there. Let's see what their sudden change play is. On the sudden change play at the 40-yard line, Jason Brown goes in. A bunch of defenders wait for him. He leaps over a guy trying to hit him low. He hurdled number 7. Bryson Ross went down to go tackle him at ankle level. Jason Brown levitated, and he was able to pick up a yard, and there it is. A flag is way up in the air. A flag goes way up in the air.
Call it hurdling?
And I remember the hurdling call, but I wonder if this is something that was said on the sideline.
Could have been unsportsmanlike.
The officials are concurring, and I'll tell you, whatever happened, it was a dead ball foul.
Yep.
And he threw that flag up in the air about 35, 40 feet. So he's the official on the far side.
On the Eastside Catholic side.
He threw it up with anger. I mean, you just got to throw it on the ground. He fired that thing up in the air to make a statement. So here comes the white hat, and he's going to go ahead and signal this for us. And they're all with a bunch of little note cards taking down information. And they're talking to head coach Dominic Bass on the far side.
Let's see if it's unsportsmanlike call.
Going to call.
There it is.
Like conduct
Unsportsmanlike
against
conduct.
Eastside Catholic.
Yep, that's what it was.
So somebody said something over there.
Dead ball foul too.
So that's going to put 15 yards in O'Day's favor. That's going to take the ball down to the 24-yard line. And you would think in a game like this, Coach, you would have your troops and your staff composed.
Yep, because any penalties, like you said, turnovers, mistakes,
can't have that.
Mistakes.
So here's the ball now. It'll be 1st and 10 to go. Ball is on the 24-yard line after a 15-yard unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. And they're all talking over there. Coach Dominic Bass is talking to the two officials. It was the linesman that threw the flag up.
The linesman that threw the flag.
And I would say that the grandstand on the opposite side of the field rises up to around 30 feet, maybe. And that flag was higher than the grandstand from our angle of looking.
Yeah, he threw that thing up there.
He really threw that high.
Like a flare.
Your community radio station, our community radio station, Rainier Avenue Radio.world. We have politics next week. We have Seattle City Council races. We have vaccines to get. If you need a vaccine, go get it.
Yes.
kingcounty.gov//vaccines. Yep. There it is. So they're showing the personal foul call, unsportsmanlike conduct against the Crusaders.
And it's automatic first down, my understanding, right? Yep, automatic.
5:51, 5:50 to go in the third quarter. Here come the Irish, moving themselves up into the formation.
It's quarterback.
Yeah,
it's a run pass. No, it's a run. There's no RPO. That was just a straight run.
Antoine Arugio takes 2 steps to his left, sees a hole between the tackle and the guard, turns up into it. Gains 2. And Coach Kohler, it looks like he is fine just letting the clock run.
Yep. It looked like Jason Brown was running, as they say, decoy.
The Eastside Catholic Crusaders defense, and they are good. They were going in there trying to get that football. They were snatching, scratching, and reaching for it. Yep. Just couldn't get their hands on it.
I formation.
Shifting
out. Wing.
They give Jason Brown up the middle, and that's not going anywhere.
Yeah, he made a nice cut, Ralph. That would have been a 5-yard loss, but he made a nice cut just to get back to the line of scrimmage, and they gained a yard. It looks like close.
Skylar Shoot, and that man again, number 77. I just can only call him AJ Atanupo. They stopped that one.
Yep. He's a stud in there.
3rd down and 9. The clock runs down 4:28, 4:27. Rainier Avenue Radio.world, our community radio station, your community radio station, bringing you high school football from West Seattle Stadium.
Oh,
They got to come the Irish.
They got an I formation, tight line, 2 splits.
He goes ahead, throws. He's going for McDonald. Here's the pass. He got it. He got it.
No, they said he was out of bounds.
He got it. Oh no, did they call him out of bounds?
Out of bounds. They said he was out of bounds. But I think you may have interference on this.
It may be offensive pass interference. I thought Donald may have pushed off to make the play, and we'll see what happens.
Well, there's a pet. He's gonna. Yeah.
Wait a minute? Is this offensive pass interference in the end zone? Maybe a turnover to the team at the 20. Let's see what they call. Do I have that right? Coach Jay Jeezy, if it's offensive pass interference in the end zone, is that a turnover? Does Eastside Catholic get the ball at the 20?
No, it would just be a 10, 15-yard penalty, whatever. This is interscholastic, so yeah, it is offensive. It's going to be 15-yard penalty.
They're conferring that right now.
Yep.
Did he signal it?
Yep, I think it's going to be 15 offensive pass interference, 15 back.
And this officials ran about 5 miles already in the game tonight, going back and forth across the field.
Oh, they're waving it off.
They're waving it off.
Holding. Okay.
Against O'Day.
Okay. So it's 3rd down again, but 10 yards back. 15 yards, yep. 10 yards, whatever.
So they're calling the hold after they're picking up the flag in the end zone.
And it was incomplete, they say, because he was out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Yep.
Boy, I tell you, when they go to the bank, they take out some money, don't they? When they make penalties,
yep.
I mean, there's a lot of explanation on these.
But that was a perfect timing for a pass. You know what I'm saying? Right in sequence. That was a great call to get that pass up there.
Well, here we go. We're going to go 3rd down and 20. The ball is on looks like it is the 34-yard line. That kind of a split backfield.
Yeah, split.
Arujo back to pass. He throws. He cocks his arm. He's throwing for number 2.
Oh.
And it's out of bounds. And Andrew Tran was the receiver he was going for.
Yeah.
And number 13, who has been just about everywhere, the linebacker, Skylar Shoot.
Good.
Skylar has been in the middle making plays. And now he's out on the
outside
perimeter. Chasing down that little wide receiver.
That sideline, and he was in good position.
And nice play by Skylar Shoot of Eastside Catholic. So that brings up 4th down and 20, and it looks like Amani Kohler will elect to punt.
Field position, the name of the game. Put them deep, make them have to go the whole length of the field. Changing field position is instrumental in modern football.
Your community radio station, Rainier Avenue Radio.world, telling the stories of our kids in the community.
They're not kicking.
Catholic.
They're
Eastside
not
Catholic had a man way behind them. They're not kicking. They throw a pass to Jason Brown, and Brown gets dragged out from behind by that man again, number 77, Coach AJ Tanupu.
Boy, they covered that pretty well. It was well set up, screen, but they covered it.
And Eastside Catholic special teams coaches are just livid. They had a young man running on the field. He almost got called, Coach, for being offside.
Yeah.
Ran it so late to the play. Got in, and O'Day ran the fake punt. And that's a tough man to be chasing down on a fake punt. Jason Brown in the open field. But Eastside Catholic's AJ Tanupo is playing an outstanding ball game tonight. AJ Tanupo may be getting some small college looks.
Oh, yeah. He's the one that smelled out that screen, shut it down.
Spread pistol formation to give to another running back. That's number 22 for Eastside Catholic. Tough run, picks up 8. That's number 22 Nicholas Jones.
Right.
Jones is a 5'9", 185-pound bowling ball.
Straight ahead blast. That's all it was.
And they make that 9 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 1. Jake brings the team to the line of scrimmage. A little bit urgency. He's getting everybody lined up, and he shouts out his signals. Jones is the pistol back along with him. He's got 2 receivers to his left. He's got 1 to his right.
1 to his right. 1
step
back.
3, and the H-back was up there with him. And Jones picks up the ball. Jones spins out of it, gets the first down.
Running hard.
And O'Day has a bunch of guys with number 30s up there making some plays on that guy.
Got the first down. Number 77, our guy is going out. Eastside Catholic, he's limping off.
Yeah. Tanupo comes off, spikes his helmet over there, knows he's not happy to it. He's got to take a little bit of a break. His teammates go get his helmet and tell him, hey, man, get that ankle fixed. We need you back out there. 248, 247, 246. Ball at the, I believe this is the 45-yard line. I could be wrong.
Yeah, it's pretty close. O'Day's still in that 4-2 set.
First down and 10. Oh, did they get him? They get him. No, he gets away. He gets away. Did they blow the whistle or what do they call?
No, they gave him forward progress.
Jake just made an amazing play. They had him pretty much sacked about 5 yards down the field. Yeah. Somehow he spins out of it, sprint, jumps, and runs, and at least gets that ball
near the line
of scrimmage.
Near the line of scrimmage. Pretty good.
Incredibly athletic. It was one of those plays.
Wrap him up.
Quarterback Jake T.
Wrap him up. Wrap him up.
157, 156, 155 to go.
We got a different set right here. They got 2 slots.
Jake claps his hands twice.
Coming out to a tunnel. Go.
He had the screenplay, but it was slipped out.
Oh, yep, that was a screen. That was called a slip screen. Slip screen.
O'Day's 86. That's Zach Proctor. He wasn't slipping anywhere. He didn't let anything slip past him, that's for sure.
They recovered on that.
3rd down and about 11.
What is it? Slip screen, tunnel screen,
bubble screen, and screen door.
Yeah, screen door.
147 to go in the quarter.
Chips right, double left, no backs, no setbacks.
Oh, it's number, and he could go all the way. He's at the 20. He's at the 5. He's in the end zone. He's in the end zone. That is Asa Thompson, and that's a lightning bolt back from the Crusaders. And I told you, Coach, I've seen this so many times. Eastside Catholic falls behind in football games, and they get their opponent down.
Yep.
They're down to the opponent, and they came back against Bellevue in state championship competition. And now with this lightning bolt of Thompson, they're back in the football game.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah. That missed extra point may be a telling one.
Tremendous composure by Jake T.
Yep.
Jake T stands back there in the pocket, and O'Day's got 5 guys coming at him, and he throws a strike to Thompson, reminiscent of my man Larry Fitzgerald in the Super Bowl against the Steelers.
Yep.
The extra point is true, and just like that, when O'Day had the game in control, and the Eastside Catholic Crusader crowd has come to life.
That was and it was simple. It wasn't even a slant or a post. He just ran across a scrub field or rub. That's all he did.
Boy, 5 minutes ago, we couldn't even hear ourselves think on this side. The band was playing, the drums were blaring, people were going crazy and high-fiving.
Yep.
O'Day's fans are stunned. And Eastside Catholic over there, I'm glad we're not over there, Coach. We couldn't hear ourselves.
Yeah, even our accordion guy wasn't playing over here.
1:39 to go in the third quarter. It is the O'Day Fighting Irish 13, Eastside Catholic 7. And, Coach, that extra point is huge right now.
Yep.
The O'Day has a young man who's like Jimi Hendrix over here. He's trying to get something going. He's trying to get the crowd back into it. But Asa Thompson's quickness, and we'll see what O'Day can come up with here. Rainier Avenue Radio.world. You just knew when you saw this one on the schedule, Coach, when it was announced some 5 months ago. You just knew this was going to be a game to be at. And I remember the America's Blood Centers had their meeting sending us to Washington, D.C. this week. And I was thinking to myself, that's Eastside Catholic week.
Yep.
My goodness. There's a ball, and it's caught at the 1 yard line. That's Kian McDonald, folks. And he's upended by number 14, who's dancing and prancing, Andrew Needham.
Got him at what?
And he might have gotten the ball to the 20-yard line.
20-yard line, pretty close. But
boy, momentum just turns on a dime in these types of games. From T-Mobile Park, Coach, the Seattle Mariners 8, but Texas Rangers 0.
Oh, my God.
The Seattle Mariners in the bottom of the 5th inning have an 8-0 lead over the Texas Rangers.
Unbelievable.
The playoff chase will continue to go into the weekend.
Oh, man.
And the ball is given. Was that Jason
Brown?
No, it was Sertine and Hart.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It was Sertine and Hart, but he does not go anywhere.
Yeah, they closed that down.
2nd down and 10, and the Eastside Catholic student section, all dressed in white, they are bouncing and jumping up and down.
White out over there.
Momentum has shifted in this venerable stadium over here in West Seattle.
Got to move the ball, O'Day. Got to move the ball.
35th Avenue with the 7-Eleven across the street. High formation for the Irish. They shift a little bit to the right. And a flag comes out. See what happens here.
Delay a game?
They're going to call, maybe they're going to call something on the they're going to call something illegal procedure.
Yep.
So with the moves, and it looks like Monty's taking a page out of Grubb of the University of Washington, offensive coordinator, where you're moving 2 men into motion, and something I think this time there, they caught it as the illegal procedure,
right,
and it is now 2nd down and 15.
They shifted out of that set, and then, motion.
Kian McDonald checks back into the game. 2nd and 15 to go. Ball's on the 16-yard line.
I, 2 wideouts, I formation.
Signals called. Fake to the running back Hart. He's looking. He throws down the middle of the field. It's up Tran to straight up chance right now. A lot of hand fighting going on. A lot of hand fighting going on. But the official walks away from it and says, nope. It was just, he's saying it was just hand fighting. And the O'Day Irish fans don't agree with it. And I got to tell you something. Anton Arugio doesn't have a bad arm, does he?
No. You got that ball out there.
Anton Arugio threw about a 50-yard strike over everybody. Right. He couldn't get it there, but he certainly did give Tran an opportunity to get the ball. There was just a bunch of pushing, grabbing, and shuffling. They were doing a little karate chop and could not influence any contact for penalty. Here come the Irish on the ball. They go into a modified pistol format. And just the quarterback, Anton Arugio, is just going to run the ball, and he gets upended. It looks like he got upended by his own man.
His own man ended up tripping him.
It was the lineman number 57 that took his feet out.
When he cut back.
That was King Allah in the ball game, and he was moving to his left and accidentally upended the quarterback, Arugio, and that'll make it 3rd down and 15 to go. Actually, it'll make it 4th down and about 17 to go, and that will be the end of the 3rd quarter. So we are going through the 3rd quarter right now with the score. The O'Day Irish in a game that they really had control of.
Yep.
It's a little bit more precarious right now. It's O'Day 13 and the Eastside Catholic Crusaders 7 on Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
You got any information on other games at this time, Daniel?
Plenty. And these games just keep getting more interesting because a couple of big contests going on as Kennewick, number 4, is actually trailing the 4A team of Chewana 19-9, actually. That fourth quarter just started. Another big game going on between in the Westco of Ferndale and Marysville Pilchuck, a couple of top 10 teams. Ferndale leads at the half 26-21. Mount Spokane, they trailed the Idaho team of Post Falls for most of the game, but some late rallies in the fourth quarter have now made it 22-13 for Mount Spokane, now leading that one. And the biggest surprise of the night, Seattle Prep is trailing Bishop Blanchette 34-14 at the half.
Whoa! Seattle Prep down 34-14
to the Bears.
Another Catholic battle, and the Catholic battle in Seattle as the punt gets out of there, and we'll see if he does anything with it this time. I think they told him to stay away from the football.
Stay away.
Ambrose was close to it, but he certainly did not go after that football this time.
Good punt. That was a good punt.
Ambrose Marsh, and we saw that last time, Coach.
Right.
He tried to run off with that football, and he picked up that punt. And I think the coaches were really, really livid about that.
Yep. And they
told him, "Hey, man,
stay away, stay away." Well, let's see what happens. It's there has been a certain, for sure,
Kellen Schaefer with the punt.
Yep. Good punt.
And that was about a 50-yard punt after the roll.
Yep. Big
punt for the Irish. And here comes the Crusaders. Jeremiah gets it. He's just hammered. He's just hammered by Mr. Pocky. Pocky Crawford.
Oh, he was in the backfield as the back was getting the ball. So, I mean, that back had nowhere to go.
Pocky Crawford has proven very, very difficult to block, and he slipped off the block. And he is just a little bit more physically stout than Jeremiah, and drove him into the ground for a loss of 1. Second down and 11. The ball's on the 36-yard line.
Motion.
3 to his left after the motion.
You got to run
They got it
fast.
sealed, and he's looking. The ball is tipped. Did he catch it? No. He did not. Ball was tipped at the line of scrimmage. Jaden Reyes went up for the ball, just couldn't come down with it. That's going to bring up 3rd and 1.
Good defense. Broke it up.
Crowd is yelling out the name of one of my favorite candy bars, Butterfingers. I was also a big Baby Ruth guy.
Baby Ruth.
And I love Payday bars as well. Love the nougat and the peanuts.
And the peanuts. Salted, remember? They were the first ones to have salted peanuts.
4 wide receivers to his right. He's looking at it. He starts to run a little bit and just gets around. They took them and cleaned them.
You know what I say? Eastside Catholic is not helping their quarterback by running those long routes. They should try to throw more underneath, if anything. It's just taking too long to develop.
Mahaley Collier held him up, and then number 86, Zach Proctor, just cleaned him down. Loss of about 2 yards on the play, 4th down and 13. So on a drive that really had a lot of promise for Eastside Catholic, they have to punt, and a nice punt it is. Kyan McDonald raises his arm up.
Fair catch. At
the
31.
Kyan McDonald and number 22,
31.
Eastside Catholic.
31 or 32 starting point.
Nicholas Jones and Kyan McDonald, they have a few words for each other as Jones leaves the field, as he came awfully close to kind of running into him after he called for the fair catch.
Which is an automatic 15-yard penalty. But it didn't happen.
So. Rainier Avenue Radio.world. Coach Cotto, Coach Yeezy, Jay Yeezy, West Seattle Stadium, and just a bunch of fired up fans. Give to Jason Brown. He goes to his left and right, and there's that man again, number 77.
Right.
That is A.J. Canupo.
Gosh.
And he has just been everywhere.
They're getting very minimal push on that line of scrimmage, Coach.
Well, I see why.
Yep. They're pretty much anchored in there, that front four of Eastside Catholic.
A bunch of guys that are very, very stout with low centers of gravity.
Yep.
It's hard to move them.
Yep.
The clock is ticking, 9:46, 9:45, 9:44. This game has gone extremely quick tonight.
Yep. Very few passes. Very few incompletes.
Well, you can throw away all that air raid and all those crazy plays. I tell you, when you get into this good defensive football, it's the two teams just smacking the crap out of each other.
Encroachment.
AJ Tanupa, one of the rare mistakes he made tonight.
Yep.
Just looked like he was trying to zap through that A gap.
Yep, that A gap.
And he just took a step too quick.
Too far across the line of scrimmage.
That's going to make it 2nd and 5. Somebody on the O'Day side just yelled, "Get a haircut." And we should always be sensitive to culturally appropriate hair. That's the way the Poly boys wear their hair. It was kind of cool coming out of the helmet. I wish I could grow my hair that long and wear mine that way.
Thank you. So, same here.
9:27 to go in the 4th quarter. Antoine Araujo brings his troops up to the line of scrimmage.
38.
So they're going to 2nd down and about a 4, they're calling it.
That's a little longer than
it's a
4.
long 5.
It's about 5.
I think it's a short 5. Maybe a long 4.
It's like 6 of one, half a dozen of another.
I formation. Keenan Hart with the carry.
Oh, no.
He goes
no
to his left and he's nowhere.
No push.
Jason Brown coming back on the field with 9:13 to go in the 4th quarter. So this is it. And now you can feel a little bit of the tension right now as O'Day really would like to get this 1st down pickup to eat some more time off the clock.
At least.
Standing right in front of us is number 5. That's Rashawn Thomas. Looks like he hurt his arm early in the game. Did not
Watch
come
out,
back
they're
in.
coming.
Jason
they're
Brown
coming.
goes, and there he goes. He explodes to the 30, to the 30, to the 40. At the 7-yard line. An explosive run by Jason Brown.
That aim, he came right to guard center gap. Just blew right through there.
Jason Brown, and what we said it earlier, when he gets a step on you, it is over.
Hey, he blasts through there, man, and he caught them. He caught them when they were coming, and he caught them and went at the right time.
It looked like they were popping a cork.
Yep.
They just popped a cork, and he shoots through there.
Yep.
Araujo runs to his right, bounces off a couple of defenders, maybe picks up a yard, and there's just a big mosh at the 3-yard line.
It'll be 8 minutes to go or less when they put this ball in play.
Clock runs under 8 minutes.
Yep.
2nd down and should be about a 3. I think he picked up about a 4 on that play. That's one of the toughest 4-yard runs you'll ever see.
Yep, exactly.
2nd down. I'm sure Monty wouldn't mind running one more play and picking up just 1 yard.
Yep.
Let's see what they do. Here comes Antoine Araujo. At Jason Brown in the I formation, toss to the left. Oh, and he is met, and the ball comes out.
No, he was down, though.
They called him down.
Yeah, he was down.
Oh, baby. My man Keith Jackson.
Yeah.
Keith Jackson would say, whoa, Nelly.
Yeah, whoa, Nelly.
Big time Eastside Catholic pop, and I think that was Skylar Shute. Number 13 came up there.
Yeah, he came up. He crashed.
From the linebacker position.
Yeah, he crashed.
You talked about it earlier. Close doors and scrape windows. He just came through there and hit Jason Brown.
They're not going to kick a field goal, huh?
3rd down.
Oh, it is
5.
only 2 down. I'm sorry. Yeah.
3rd down and 5. The ball, now we're under 7 minutes, and a timeout is called. Timeout is called by O'Day. So at 6:38 in the 4th quarter, in a big-time 3rd down situation with the ball on the 5-yard line, O'Day calls timeout. your community radio station, Rainier Avenue Radio.world. Next week, we have political debates. We have the Seattle City Council debates. Check on the website, and Daniel Bellis will update us probably after the game so you can get on those. Make sure that you vote. If you have not received your vaccine, get one. Protect yourself. Keep yourself healthy. Protect the community. Vaccines.
That's exactly
www.kingcounty.gov/vaccines. But tonight, the O'Day Fighting Irish and the Eastside Catholic Crusaders. And our hats off to both teams. Just two outstanding squads.
Like, this may be as they say, the precursor to or prelude to what will be state finals. You never know.
Here comes Antoine Arugio. He's bringing his Irish up to the line of scrimmage. He's got the I formation.
They shift
to the right. And wait a minute, it looks like some sort of a pistol formation. And
lineman
number
jump.
78
jumped, moved. Illegal procedure.
Number 78 for the O'Day Irish move. And they're all kind of pointing fingers at each other down there. And the reminder coming from the Eastside Catholic fans that they cannot do that. I don't think they need that reminder because they moved 5 yards back by the officials.
Yeah.
I think it was Julian Thomas Goodson. And I'm not sure about that, but nevertheless, Julian Thomas Goodson moves them 5 yards back with that penalty.
Yep.
And we will see what happens here on 3rd down and 10. Arugio brings them up.
Shifting out.
Shift to the right. They go to the same play. It's almost like an option play with the quarterback running the ball to the right. He stops and plants. And, there's flags coming as well. And we'll see what our man over here will do on this.
Holding.
Kick.
Holding.
It's going to be a hold. I think it's going to be a hold on O'Day. Yeah. It is holding O'Day.
Well,
I think that's going to be declined.
Or
you're going to push him to the 20.
Or push him back. So if you stop them, they don't out of field goal range. Who
Does he
knows?
want it? Does he want it? 6:32 to go in the fourth quarter. He wants the penalty.
Yep. Push him back.
So he will push them back. It was going to be 4th down on the 10-yard line. He's making it 3rd down on the 20.
Yep.
And I guess from a real estate perspective, because this is a game of capturing material, they've just captured 10 yards and they're going to take it.
Yep.
3rd down and 20, and ball is on the 20-yard line.
And it's goal. So there's
Andrew Tran is dangerous in these types of situations. Kyan McDonald is dangerous in these types of situations. And the big tight end, number 80, he hasn't been heard from. That's Zach Turner. But they give us a Jason Brown, and why not? Maybe the best running back in the state of Washington, and he's still not down, but now they get him down. So that will bring up 4th down and 20. He gained relatively 0. I don't think he advanced the ball over the 20-yard line.
He gained about a yard.
Yeah, it's about a gain of 1. So here comes the kicker, number 35. Let me get that name for you because he becomes a very important name right now. That is Kellen Schaefer. Schaefer lines it up. That's a little bit more towards the middle, too.
Yep.
See if Schaefer can get a good kick in there. They're waving and bouncing at him. Here it comes. It's up. And it's good. It's good.
Yep.
It is. Good.
He made it right. Made it right around that right upright, that left upright.
Most importantly for the O'Day Irish faithful, this is now a 2-score game.
Right.
O'Day 16, Eastside Catholic 7.
What have I said? Offense brings the fans, defense wins the game. Kicking team, special teams wins the championship.
In games like this, it's offense, it's a kicking game, special teams,
Yep.
time of possession,
No
turnovers.
mistake, and turnovers, no mistake. Right.
And you'd like to win the running game while you're at it, but nevertheless, right now it's the Irish 16 and Eastside Catholic 7. And this is a very, very game Eastside Catholic team. And I know they're not going to give up. I mean, they're going to try to But
you never know. I mean, Garfield's playing Blanchette. Blanchette scores a bunch of touchdowns, comes within one, then they do an onside kick. Garfield catches it, run 55 yards for a touchdown. And then, so you never know. Anything could happen.
Well, let's see what happens here. And let's see how Eastside Catholic responds.
You want to get this ball deep.
It's been a game of explosive plays. Yep. Jason Brown for the Irish. Thompson for the Eastside Catholic Crusaders. And the ball is picked up at the 15-yard line, and he sees a hole. He goes up through the middle.
Wow.
That looks like that was number 5. If I'm not mistaken. Was that David Taylor?
That was show some quickness, man. Show some speed.
Oh, no, that was actually
number 6.
That was Jeremiah.
And number 6, yeah.
Jeremiah Burrows. He's running overtime. Daniel Mellis, is there anything you want to update us on?
Yeah, there's plenty right there. Monroe gets the win in a battle of undefeated teams. Monroe moves to 5-0 on the season with a 35-10 win over Mountain Lake Terrace.
Wow.
Mountain Lake Terrace first loss of the season, 35-10 now. Also, number 4, Kennewick is starting to only 3 minutes left, trailing 19-9. Looks like Kennewick will get their first loss of the season.
That's interesting. They're one of the powerhouses on the east side, Kennewick. Remember them? We did their game. Yeah. Championship, etc. And playoff.
Richland, Pasco, and Kennewick, the Tri-Cities over in the southern part of the state of Washington. And Pasco, Kennewick, and Richland have had some amazing teams over this. If he runs it, he's fine, but he tries to throw, and he goes over. He could have run that ball for another 20 yards.
Yeah.
Tried to lift it over and hit number 10, Asa Thompson. But JT just looked at that one out of the reach of Thompson. And I think when he looks at the film on Monday, he realizes, hey, I could have had about 20 yards of running on that.
Yeah, nobody's covering. Nobody's spying on the quarterback. You know, usually have somebody like your linebacker, outside linebacker, spying on the quarterback. You know, but that's not happening.
Friday night at West Seattle Stadium, all of the O'Day alumni are on the track on the east side of the stadium. JT's claps. He gets the ball. He's trying to set up a screen. Burrows.
Yeah.
Jeremiah's got 5 yards. He's got 12 yards. He's got 15 yards. He gets 17 yards and a Crusader first down. 5:06 to go in the game.
That was a good play.
It was. Took advantage of a defensive tackle to get to the quarterback. The lineman came in. If it's too easy, stop and start running back.
Exactly, because they're sucking you in.
And Burrows made some nice moves on that one. JT tried, couldn't find anybody open.
Again, why are you running such long patterns? Run patterns that go underneath. You have time. You're getting your quarterback killed back there. Run shorter routes.
He might have got the ball back to the line of scrimmage, but we don't even think he did. Well, maybe he did. It's like going to be second down and 10, but ball's on the 45-yard line of O'Day. JT's got 3 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. He's got Burrows with him in the backfield. He looks downfield, kind of shuffles his feet, runs to his right, and do that one out of bounds. Gets his teammate over there.
But look where his receivers are. 10, 15, 20, 25 yards down the field. I don't understand that. It's just take what you can get underneath.
Just looking for too much all in one play.
I can't. No, and you know what I'm saying. Who knows? You throw an underneath pattern, your guy picks it up, and he can break a tackle and go the distance. You never know.
4:21 to go in the fourth quarter. 3rd down and 10, balls on the 45.
You got double right, trips left. No empty backfield. You're getting pressure.
He throws it. Almost picked off by number 7.
Yep. There's a big collision in there.
Threw that ball right down the middle of the field. There was a collision between number 14, that was Andrew Needham of Eastside Catholic, and number 7, Antoine Arujo. Is Arujo out there playing defense?
No, I don't think
Antoine
so.
out there, was
No.
7 that came up and made the play. It is. It's Antoine Arujo.
There he is. Yeah, you're right.
The quarterback is playing safety.
Yeah, he's playing safety. They're running too high safeties, too.
Another pass. It's incomplete. He tried to go across the middle.
They should have been doing that all game long.
JC looking across the middle in a shorter route.
Yeah.
Just couldn't hit the receiver.
Yeah.
And with 4 minutes and 11 seconds and O'Day up by 9 points,
looks good.
That could have been that could be a major play in the ball game.
Yep. No. Yeah. Now you're O'Day. Do what you do. Wrap the ball up. Don't make any mistakes.
Antoine Arujo, the Irish quarterback who was playing safety.
Yeah, he was.
So he's in there for Sean Thomas, who's hurt.
Yeah. Double. They were in double wide, double high safety too. 2 high safety. Deep eye.
Signals at the 45-yard line. I bet you they give the ball to Jason Brown.
Yep. Or the first. You're right.
Give it to Jason. Jason goes up the middle and a nice tough 2-yard run.
Yep. Run the clock. Control the ball. Time off the clock. Control the ball. You control the ball. You control the game.
And Eastside Catholic can't get too impatient right now. They need to make a stop here. Of course, if Jason Brown breaks one, this probably this really would put a damper in anything that Eastside Catholic can do.
Yep.
.335, 334, Rainier Avenue Radio.world, our community radio station, your community radio station, telling the stories of our kids from Eastside Catholic and O'Day. The give to Jason Brown. Jason Brown rambles through several defenders. He's still going.
My gosh.
Jason Brown for 13 yards and an O'Day Irish first down with 3 minutes and 15 seconds to go.
Yeah, I think Eastside's going to start burning those timeouts.
And I'll tell you what, I saw that man again. Yeah, AJ.
Number 77.
He sure was.
Yeah, he came on top. He came from behind.
He sure did. He was locked up with the line, turn around and chase the play down 10 yards down the field.
Yep. Yeah, he was the guy I saw jumping on the top of Jason Brown.
251, 250, 249.
Yeah, they're going to call timeout. They're going to call timeout after this play. Oh, they're going to crash.
They are going to crash.
Yep.
And after about a game,
and he's calling timeout, right?
Now he's going to call the timeout. Yep. So. You don't want to have those timeouts go home with you because they don't do any good.
And you only got 2:30. You got 2.5 minutes left. You got to burn those timeouts. You got to hope that you stop O'Day too.
Our community radio station, your community radio station. We have sports, we have talk radio, we have music, we have discussion, we have opinion, we have a little bit of everything for your listening interests.
And we got snacks.
We have snacks, we have bugles, we have I am
Philly
full.
cheese.
I am full. I'm going to walk a couple miles tomorrow, get all this stuff out of my system. It looks right now like O'Day's got control of the ball game.
Yep, they're controlling it.
Second down and 8, the ball's on 38-yard line.
Now, I will be surprised if they try to throw it back anytime in the next 2 minutes and 36 seconds.
The Crusaders just could not get much started tonight on offense.
Right.
An offense that's averaging about 40 points a game against Washington State competition. And O'Day held them to this point.
7.
Has held them to a season low 7 points.
And it's again the defense. O'Day's defense controlled the game.
Arujo looks over the line. 2:36 to go. Second and 8, ball of 38.
He moved. Back move. The fullback moved. He was stepping towards the line of scrimmage.
Actually, want to clarify that real quick. That actually isn't their lowest of the game. They actually were shut out in a non-state game against an Oregon opponent.
Oregon, okay.
I think they lost 21-zip or something.
Eastside Catholic was.
Yeah, Yeah,
out of state.
Yeah.
Well, the motion goes against Quinn White, the fullback. Looks like he had a mistimed signal with the. And I like Quinn White. You know what he's wearing, Coach? He's got one of those neck rolls that we used to see in the 70s and 80s. As he kicks out, and Jason, that's not Jason, is it? It is Jason Brown. He goes outside, stays in bounds. What a great run by Jason Brown.
Yeah, stay in bounds.
Eastside Catholic call timeout.
Yeah.
Jason Brown, it looks like he's going to pick up at the very least 10 yards, maybe more.
Yeah. They're calling it. They're calling it first down. He's close. Yeah, first down.
They call it a first down.
Yeah.
And so he did. He picks up all of it. He picks up a 13-yard run.
And they called timeout, right? Because he didn't go out of bounds. I believe I saw the referee say keep the clock going. So I don't know. And it still shows that they have 2 timeouts left when it should have only 1.
Rainier Avenue Radio.world, a radio station of influence in your community. Seattle City Council debates next week. Tony B. and the crew will have an influence in this election by giving our candidates the opportunity to express their ideas right in front of each other, so you can make a determination who you feel will the best one to represent us. And,
you know what? There's that saying, a chicken in every pot. Well, nowadays there's pot in every chicken. You know.
Woo, boy, you got to be careful when you cook your chicken and you fry your chicken. Woo. 2:25 to go. First and 10, balls on the 30-yard line.
Straight ahead.
Arugio goes ahead and just takes it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Timeout.
And Eastside Catholic calls timeout there after a gain of about 0.
Yeah.
And who are they working on down there? Is that Jason being worked on?
No, I don't think so. Jason looks like I can't see.
There's an O'Day player that they're working on, and Jason Brown did not get the ball. I'm just wondering if Keenan Hart is out there. I think that on that run, for the 13 yards, Jason Brown may have gotten dinged up a little bit. He may have gotten hit.
On that sideline.
There he is. And they're helping him up, and they're working on him.
Okay.
Looks like they made a couple of adjustments. And there he goes, limping back to the huddle.
Yeah.
So it looked like he was in tremendous pain, but he gets back in there. And he tells Keenan Hart to get out of there.
What a gamer.
Sir Keenan Hart, and Keenan is slapping his hands on top of his head. He likes playing, but Jason said, hey, man, this is my time.
Yeah.
Keenan, you go back over there. Second down and 10 to go. The ball's given to Jason, and they just smack Jason. The entire Eastside Catholic defense is there.
Well, they pretty much know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
They pretty much know what's going to happen. Give the ball to Jason Brown, or the quarterback keeps it. Either one. They're lined up. They're gonna try to, as they say, wedge in there on the defensive side.
So that makes it third down and 10 to go. Ball on the 30-yard line.
Eastside is out of timeout.
Yes, that was their last one.
Yep. Now, if you're O'Day, you're running the ball, don't run out of bounds. Stay in bounds.
That is critical.
And I would be surprised if they threw a pass here. But then again, that could take Eastside Catholic by surprise, do a fake into the line and dump it. But then again,
2 minutes and 13 seconds to go in the fourth quarter.
High formation, double wide out.
Tight end to the right. Gives to Jason Brown.
Direct handoff.
And
he
I tell you what, he sidestepped the big number 77, AJ Tanupo.
Yeah.
But Tanupo did not give up on the play.
Nope.
He just kept going after him and tracked him down. He is a really good football player.
Yes, he is.
Wears double sevens on his back.
7-7. He will not be denied, man.
1:48 to go. So the clock's going to run from here on out.
Yep. Figure there'll be a minute left, I think, when they have to change the hands on the thing, I believe,
And
right?
We'll see what O'Day elects to do.
Yeah.
See if he'll go and take a shot at this. I mean, what the heck? What have you got to lose? They need 2 scores.
Yep.
Throw under the end zone. Omani calls timeout. So the Irish are going to come over and sit down and discuss this one. Eastside Catholic can go over, and they are a battered football team right now. Their defensive line is just, I don't think they want to go all the way away. That's 25 yards too far for us.
Yes.
We don't want to go all the way. Usually the coaches will come out to the huddle on the field, but look at my man AJ. He's just walking. He can't.
Well, he's been
Yeah.
dinged up a little bit, but if you talk about one of the studs on that defensive line, he's one of them for sure.
This is a playoff game in the middle of the season. The winner of this game gets a little bit better seeding. They, for all intents and purposes, if they can hang on the rest of the way, will be the Metro League champions. There is no Metro League championship game. So both of these teams will get a bye if they finish 1 and 2.
And go into state.
And then you go on to state and you have you get the better seed in the draw.
Yeah.
That's right. The top 4 in the mountain all get buys to the round of 32.
Rick Astley. Was that the guy that sang that song? I just heard you. And it looked like they were trying to run an option play. That play was really blown up from the time they snapped it.
But he didn't throw the ball, which is good.
Nor did he pitch it or anything.
Yeah,
so he just goes down, and he will lose 5 yards. But if you welcome 5 yards, they lost about 5 seconds of clock time. It is now O'Day's ball. It's now Eastside Catholic's ball. It'll be first down and 10, and the ball should be on the 35-yard line for the Crusaders. So what do the Crusaders have left in them? Let's find out.
Well, they've tried long passes. They haven't worked. They really haven't tried short underneath passes. They put fairly decent running the ball. They got no backs in the back. He's empty field. They got a flag. Keep him in bounds.
There you go.
Yep, keep him in bounds.
Everything they want to accomplish, they did, except there's a couple of penalties.
Flags, and that stops the clock.
We will see if those are on Eastside Catholic or O'Day.
Well, I think it might have been illegal. No flags. Okay.
I think they were going to look at a legal man downfield, but they just picked it up and said no.
So why is the clock running? Yep, there it is. The clock is running.
106, 105, 104, 1 minute to play in this ball game.
Oh, man, look at that. There. O'Day's got 1, 2, 3, 5. They're going to go 4 deep. Yep, they are.
3 to his right, 2 to his left. Jake T looks downfield, finds Thompson, who kind of scuttles himself out of bounds at around the 49-yard line. It will be
first down
and 10 for Eastside on O'Day's 49. 41 seconds to play. JT gets him set on the line.
Triple left, double right. Double left, triple right.
Throws, and that's a completion of number 3.
All right.
It's inbounds. Jaden Reyes with the catch. But he could not get out of bounds.
Right, couldn't get
29 seconds to go.
Yep. This may be next to the last play.
3 to his right, 2 to his left, empty backfield. JT looking downfield. Goes for one right down the middle of the field. It's Thompson at the 7-yard line. Thompson at the 7-yard line. But wait a minute, there's a flag. There's a flag.
I think it's called holding.
Holding. Eastside Catholic. Bring it all back.
It was holding.
A hold on Eastside Catholic. And number 53 for the Crusaders, Jojo Wakafua. He's sitting there and he's talking to the official like, hey, I had my hands in the fray.
Well, when you see a guy rushing on defense and all of a sudden he gets stopped and pulled back, he's being held. So, it's unfortunate that a penalty gets called at this time. That was a good pass. Very good pass. Under pressure.
12 seconds to go in the game. The clock is running. Big P looking downfield. He can't spin out of there.
That's it.
He goes down, and that should be
That's
the
it.
final play of the game.
It is.
It is the final play of the game. The O'Day Fighting Irish upset
the number one team in the state 3A division.
The Irish have defeated the Eastside Catholic Crusaders in a fantastic football game here at West Seattle Stadium. It's O'Day 16, the Eastside Catholic Crusaders 7. Rainier Avenue Radio.world. Coach Yeezy, we saw a little bit of everything today.
Yes, we did. The number one team in the state of Washington, 3A division, highest scoring team, 40-plus points a game. Eke out 7 points against a scrappy Fighting Irish team, ranked number 2 in some polls, but most polls ranking them number 3. That's going to change. And they scored 16 points. Hey, ain't football a wonderful game?
Dominic Dast comes over and says hi to Rashawn Thomas.
Yep.
A lot of respect for that number 5.
Yep.
And the Irish in the handshake line and the Crusaders in the handshake line. And here comes Sir Keenan Hart. Here comes Jason Brown. Here comes the O'Day Fighting Irish to celebrate with the O'Day Fighting Irish students. They're all coming over.
Yeah.
The O'Day Fighting Irish. Jason Brown and Dominic Dast, they shake hands at about the 30-yard line. And a lot of respect for just both those guys and that unbelievable running back that he is.
Yep.
Maybe one of the tops in the state. Maybe one of the tops in the country. And what a performance he had tonight, too. Just explosive and dynamic run short off his speed.
He's every bit and then some. He is the real deal.
The O'Day Irish 16, the Eastside Catholic Crusaders 7.
You know, Jason Brown's one of those runners that you can bottle him up, and all of a sudden, blam, explosive. Not once, but twice, you know.
That has really been his career here the last couple of years. Such a patient runner.
Yep.
And what a great football team over on the other side. Obviously AJ to follow. What a great player he is.
Yes, he is.
And then the quarterback Jake T, as tough as can be. Burrows, Asa Thompson, Eastside Catholic. Obviously they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Road gets a little tougher, but here comes the Fighting Irish right now as they parade right in front of us. Going to go celebrate with their friends, families, and parents.
Yep. It was a great game.
Eastside Catholic taking a knee at around the 35-yard line. Their coaches meeting with them. They'll go board their buses, and then they'll head back to the plateau, which is about 50 minutes from here. Long bus ride back. Sure, that would be a very, very quiet bus ride. The Irish, of course, they'll board the bus right behind the stadium, pull out, turn right, and they'll be home in about 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Oh, yeah.
Going up to Capitol Hill.
Yep.
Well, Coach Yasutake, tell us your thoughts about this incredible game of these powerhouse football teams.
Well, like I said, there's a tendency to just say, hey, you know, the powers that be were powers that be, that Eastside Catholic deserves the number one ranking. Well, I think that O'Day has proved that not to be correct. You still got to play the game. I know Eastside Catholic was favored, but again, as they say, you still got to play the game. O'Day showed a lot of scrap. They showed a lot of, as they say, intestinal fortitude. And don't get me wrong, Eastside Catholic is a very competitive football team, well-schooled, well-coached. Got a lot of talent, but so does O'Day.
Daniel Bellis, what does all of this mean tonight?
Well, I don't know if O'Day is going to grab that number one because I'm sure Yelm has something to say about it. Defending champs, they just rolled over North Thurston 58-7 last night.
Oh
so,
my gosh!
They may end up taking that number one spot back by next week. We'll end up seeing though.
Oh yeah.
But of course, in the Metro Mountain, of course, this gives the O'Day Fighting Irish the first place, obviously. Garfield's currently sitting in second. They haven't lost a league game yet.
Yep.
But interestingly, the first report from Memorial Stadium, they're actually in a very close contest with the Ballard Beavers, 21-13 at the half. So only up by 8. So if the Bulldogs can pull it off, they will end the night tied with O'Day for first place.
Well, that's kind of surprising. That
it does drop Eastside Catholic to third, of course. But that fourth place battle, remember, top 4 in Metro get a bye to the week 32. Right now, that's Ballard's spot, but they're technically tied with both Rainier Beach and Seattle Prep at 1 and 2 in league. So we'll see how that ends up going out for them. Next week on Rainier Avenue Radio, another doubleheader from Memorial Stadium. Those Bishop Blanchette Bears, who will more than likely pull an upset over Seattle Prep if that score holds, 34-14. I think right now, third quarter right now. They will probably go into their game against Rainier Beach at 2-3 on the season, and that'll be broadcast right at 5 p.m. Rainier Beach's game actually against Lincoln was canceled tonight, so they will have 1-3 next week. So it'll be Bishop Blanchette versus Rainier Beach at 5. And then we will broadcast a 7:45 game. Seattle Prep, who may be foreseeing an upset tonight, maybe go into this game at 2-3 and play Ballard, who is playing Garfield right now. So Seattle Prep and Ballard, always a very fun contest between these two rivals at 7:45, both of those games at Memorial Stadium. All right, we will say good night to you all. Thank you for tuning in to another edition of Metro League High School Football.
Friday night under the lights.
Yep.
2 great teams, Daniel. I am exhausted. What a great game it was.
Yep. Join us tomorrow. Actually, we'll be broadcasting from Judkins Park for the Future Ancient Soul Healing Festival going live at 1 p.m. So for now, though, we're gonna say goodnight. Take you to a pre-recorded program on your community radio station, Rainier Avenue Radio.
Peace.